Hey everyone, welcome to the grand finale of the Reaping of Goldenfields! Oh no, so much going on! It's a proper cliffhanger last time.
It really was.
Yeah.
Almost literally.
Sort of.
Not ideal.
No. But I must say, in a game where I like dice rolls to decide the plot in many, many ways, there were a lot of like, ooh, that happens in quick succession, which is always nice, so that was good. But anyway, we'll get to all that in a second. You are watching us play Dungeons and Dragons. We're streaming at Roll Together RPG on Twitch. It's good. These are all good things. We're happy about them. This is good.
Positive.
Oh, I'm tired. Okay, good. Right, let's do this. So, for those who don't know what we are doing, it's an actual play D&D stream, so everyone here plays characters. We're all playing in a shared story that the players all mould and shape, and I referee effectively. But yes, they are rolling 20-sided dice, as am I. 20s are good, 1s are hilariously bad, and anything that isn't something their characters do, I control. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how things are going potentially. Anyway, this is episode 6 of a 6-part campaign, so today is the grand finale, wrapping up a huge story. There's lots and lots to do. Our dog is...
Oh!
But,
He's eating my headphone.
cute little pink jumper. But anyway, let's go around and meet the players, and let's have a chance to talk about the campaign and what you've enjoyed and what you're scared of or looking forward to today, as this is a folk horror campaign. So I'm going to start with Ed.
Hello, my name is Ed. I use he/him pronouns, as does my character Viorica Iordash, who is a high elven bard who's been through a lot of stuff. Every single campaign, it seems, and this is his third, he goes through a lot of stuff, which is, works very well. And I think on this one, he has come out of his goth phase, or at least certainly has been attempting to. It's not been easy. Being a goth is very tempting until you have your sense of humour surgically removed, and then there's nothing you can do. However, I don't think that's happened to him. And the scariest bit of this, can't think of a specific one. To be honest, I think what's coming is probably going to be quite scary.
I have
reserve
failed.
my
I
judgment.
understand. Good. Right. Let us move on to Evie.
I am Evie. I use she/her pronouns. I am playing Ephemera, who also uses she/her pronouns, and she is a reborn druid of spores. And actually, her name used to be Jessie, as she's discovered, but still going with Ephemera for the moment. And sorry, what was the question that I was trying to be answering?
What are you looking forward to for today? What was scary? What are you scared of today?
Oh, right.
The grand finale.
I'm looking forward to a really chill session, maybe some bunnies.
No problem. All good.
I think that would be really lovely. I'm in the mood for
Where bunnies?
just
Good, right?
I mean, if anyone's going to summon bunnies, it would be you, Evie. So
A rain of bunnies to
you
kill a
could
demon lord.
create your own bunnies.
I think they'd all be like the bunny in the Monty Python thing.
Oh.
And that really would kill a demon lord if it was a
Really
car.
would. We could just stand back.
Oh,
Great.
Bunny
don't give me ideas for new characters.
I just had a very strong Watership Down moment of like the rabbit gods from Watership Down. They're friggin' terrifying. That's the whole point.
true.
Yeah.
There are rabbit gods in Watership Down.
It's God of Death. Rabbit God of Death. That's very
Exactly.
cool.
Erifrith.
I'm understanding why my parents never read that one
It's
to
not
me as a
Watership.
child.
Is it Watership Down, Ed, or is it the other one? I think we're both misremembering Watership Down.
No, there's definitely stuff in Watership Down. Because 5 is the...
Eva, you thinking of Animals of Farthing Wood? Because my brain does this too.
I didn't know those were different things.
They are
They're
different.
totally different.
To be fair, Animals of Farthing Wood is also really dark. There's a
gone on
crow
a
that kills
tangent.
baby rabbits on a bush.
Massive tangent.
It's an excellent tangent, but we have gone on a wild tangent.
Apologies. Yes.
I'm scared
Sorry,
of summoning bunnies and then them being killed.
Yes.
I'm just going to make a note of evil rabbit gods and just remind myself. Hello, everyone.
Next thing.
Rebecca.
I'm still on the dead bunnies. Okay. Oh no. I'm Rebecca. I'm not going to summon any dead bunnies. I can't promise. I use she/her pronouns. I am playing Ava. She is an undead warlock, Azamar, who also uses she/her pronouns. No one saw that coming. I hid it so well. She is maybe slightly scared by the fact she'd always known that the creepy voice in her head was sketchy, but maybe leading into full-on actually evil superpower. Which it's not fun to be living in the back of your head and fueling everything you do. So, yeah, the Wand of Orcus is right there, and she wants it, but also bad. We'll find out. Bunnies, not dead bunnies.
I'm so tempted to make your patron now appear as a bunny. I'm not going to do it, but I'm really tempted.
Bunny out of Donnie Darko.
A really
amazing.
evil undead bunny.
Evil undead bunny.
Please don't.
I will. Mike.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Flory Brook. We both use he, him pronouns. What am I? What did I scream just before? Redemption arc. Let's see what happens.
Redemption arc. Yeah, we're very much in redemption arc phase, aren't we?
We'll see. If not, I can walk out to the distance into the sunset.
Flaps away.
To be fair, you are wearing the outfit for walk off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Something else is going to happen later.
Yeah. All right. Or I just die and then they're like, well, there he tried.
Yeah. Fun while he was around.
Was he though?
He does wear, canonically, a silly hat. So that is very important.
Is it silly, specifically?
No.
Chris said canonically, it's canonic now.
I'll pretend to be okay with it.
I'm joking, Mike. It's a very nice hat.
Beautiful hat.
Very.
Emmy, are you done with the dog? Are you free to intro yourself?
Yep, I'm all good. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop him from eating my makeup brushes.
That seems like a wise idea.
Hi, I'm Emma. I use the pronouns M. I'm playing Prosperous. I use the pronouns P. P is a paladin of Shwantea. We are in a big well trying to stop Orcus from appearing.
It's gonna be bad.
It's going well so far through a series of very lucky rolls. However, I am currently holding the Wand of Orcus, which is not part of the plan. I'm not okay with it. And it's not good. And what I'm not happy about is the fact that my best friend just said they might just wander off into the sunset at the end of the campaign. Not on board with this plan.
You don't know it in character. You're
Don't
fine.
actually know that any of that is happening, or any of the drama is happening, or any of this is happening whatsoever, aside from that Flory has something to do with memories that I fixed. So,
You've succeeded. It's all fine.
You as friend gone, I fixed it. Is there something? No, we're good. Okay, cool.
I don't need to talk about this.
if you saw my talk together, you'll know that I hate in-party conflict, which is why I don't know anything that's happening between anyone, and therefore, if Flory walks off into the sunset at the end of this adventure, Prosperous will be quite aggravated and upset.
Prosperous could just walk off with Rory, it'll be fine.
Also true. These are all options, but we'll get to that in a minute because, believe it or not, we're going to start streaming some D&D in a minute. This stream should run for about 3 hours, although it is the finale. It is the finale episode. It is the final episode. It is the final episode, so there's every possibility it might under or overrun. We'll try and keep you updated on that as we go, but it's very hard to make something run at exactly 3 hours when there's sort of a finite end story point. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that as we get to it. There will be a break near the middle, about 5-10 minutes long, enough time for teas, coffee, sausage rolls, whatever you fancy. Yes, we have some lovely sponsors and supporters we'd love to tell you about before we dive in too deep. So first of all, you'll probably see the Hero Forge minis that were floating next to all the players and are now quite large on your screen, so you can see them in their full glory. We are sponsored by Hero Forge. They're splendid. You can design miniatures like this by yourself in their design tool, which is online through their website. You can do a huge variety of things, and they are currently in their December Advent Calendar mode, which means they've released a bunch of new things. Anyway, check them out at heroforge.com. We're also delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They provide a wide variety of awesome things for your tabletop. We're particularly big on their figurines of adorable power. Which one am I going to show off today?
I've only got one.
Well, Ed, you can show off your bulette, which is very nice. There you go. I'm going to show off a goblin today because it is just one of the lovely. It's got a cool little arm thing. Look at that.
We once had an encounter with some bullets in a tunnel and we absolutely murdered them.
What was that? Which game was that?
Listen to these.
It was a home game.
I can't even remember. But yes. I don't tend to use them. I find them a bit dull. But anyway.
Sorry, Ed.
Anyway, if you fancy getting a figurine of Adorable Power for yourself or anything else from Ultrapro's catalogue, join us in chat. You'll be in with a random gift, a chance to win a gift card to get something from Ultrapro, or just check them out at ultrapro.com. And it might be a bit late for Christmas gifts now, but there's always New Year's gifts. Some people have birthdays in January. I'm just saying. We're also sponsored by the lovely Elderwood Academy, who are the premium purveyors of bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck box / rolling trays disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice towers and rolling tray pairings. And look at all those lovely ones floating around at the moment. I've got a codex dice tower here, but I show it all the time, so for today, I'm not showing it. But yes, you can get a wide variety of lovely things from Elderwood Academy. There's a code, roll-together, which you can put in at checkout for 10% off. And again, you can design your own places to keep your dice, things to roll your dice in, that sort of thing. So check them out as well. We're also supported by D&D Beyond. You can see everyone's character sheets on the left-hand side of the screen. We're supported by Level Up Dice. There's the link to the Table Shakers range in chat right now, which are big, chunky metal dice, which I use for, quote-unquote, very important rolls. We're also supported by two lovely D&D video games, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms and Warriors of Waterdeep. There are various codes to download the games onto your devices in chat right now, and there's also various codes to get freebies. There's an Electrum chest, and there is a gems link. I'll let the mods explain in more detail if you need a bit of assistance with that, but generally speaking, if you fancy something like that, check them out. They're all available there. We are Roll Together RPG on all socials. There's some links in chat, but do search for yourself and like, follow, subscribe, all the things. Massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You're all splendid, marvellous people. And if you want to join them, there's a link in chat again. You can join them from just a bound and find out about what we're doing a little bit in advance, usually. So if that's your jam, check it out there. Our D20 Club also have made a wiki for us, which is being live. I'm not sure it's being live updated right now, but last week's episode's been updated. It's already happened, and there's already synopses in, and there's already references to all the things that happen to the characters in the character sheets. It's really amazing.
We have an army of intelligent people. There is no stronger.
Where did they come from? But yes.
Where do they go? Where do they come from, Con I Joe?
That's a thing. But, yes.
It's all I can think of every time someone says that line.
That is fair. We're all kids of the 90s. But yes.
That's true. Anyway.
Neither for me, Ed, but we try. But join us on Twitch if you are here. If you haven't watched us on Twitch before, it's at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, which is where all the streams are live. There's also on YouTube. You can watch the archive versions of all the shows, and there are podcast versions as well. We should be on most podcast providers, but there are some links in chat. But if you can't find us, just search Roll Together RPG or let someone know, and we'll see if we can fix it. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters, wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. While we aim to avoid misgendering, we do acknowledge it does sometimes happen. Have a company policy in place for correction should the need arise. If you think we've missed something, let us know. If you want to know more about other safety tools that we use, there's !safety in chat, which should be in right now. Thank you, mods. That includes the TTRPG Safety Toolkit, which we use some bits of. Because we pre-record, you won't see us using them live, but there are a huge number of things there that you can use for safe play, and we thoroughly encourage you to do so. There's also content warnings, which obviously this is a folk horror campaign. If you need content warnings, they are there to check out if there are things you'd like to avoid, but generally speaking, they are there for all of our shows just in case. Anyway, all the AOB out of the way, it's time to finish off this joyride of a campaign. Whoo! And welcome back, everyone. Right, I'm gonna try and do a synopsis and try and give us a sort of breakdown of where we're at right now. But a lot's happened, so if I miss anything, I deeply apologize. So, this group of 5, I'd say party, but the loyalties are so... we'll see. All met up effectively were all at the High Harvest Tide Festival in Goldenfields, which is the breadbasket of the north and provides most of the food for Waterdeep and some other cities around the Sword Coast. So it's a very, very important place. It is also the centre of Chauntea worship in the entirety of the Sword Coast, being one of Chauntea's holiest sites. And we've now found out why, folks, but we'll come back to that later. So, Ava and Ephemera were here partially because Ava's creepy-ass patron wanted her to be there, and partly because Ephemera sort of remembered being from here, but as a reborn undead, didn't have all of her memories, and therefore wanted to try and get a better idea of what's going on there, or what the fuck's up with that. At the same time, Viorica swanned in off his gap here in the Astral Sea, trying to get a better sense of something evil that might be afoot. But yeah. And Sheriff Flore, who polices the North Furrow, the road from Waterdeep to Goldenfields, is here to meet his old friend Prosperous, played by Emma, who is currently under house arrest for things that happened in previous campaigns. We've had this. Anyway, things went horribly wrong. Some kind of weird necromantic bullshit, some kind of strange nonsense with the undead and demons and devils and all sorts. Bad things happened. Turns out... What was that, Mike? Sorry?
That's the technical terms.
Yeah, bad things. Bad things. Bad things, full stop. In doing so, these bad things, the party slowly started to uncover that these bad things were probably, although it's not been 100% confirmed yet, a cult probably worshipping Orcus that appear to be made up of mostly priests of Chauntea who have been turned, who have desecrated various shrines around Goldenfields, making the entire area unhallowed, thus making it potentially a way for Orcus to enter this world, ? Either way, the party realised that the abbot's incompetent and the town guard appear to be pretty useless as well, so they went about trying to deal with this problem by themselves. On the way, dealing with some horrible undead, including the resurrected... I was going to say mentor, but mentor's the wrong word for Torben. Leader of the Order of Paladins that Prosperous used to be part of, but who was a bit of a numpty to begin with. You might be getting a theme about Goldenfields here. Yes, there was that. Ephemera started to uncover some of her own past, which involved Flore as well. Flore started to uncover some of Ephemera's past as well, realising that he was quite heavily involved in Ephemera's death. But I'm sure the players will give more information on that as we go on, because trying to recap it all would take far too long. Ava's patron continued to be creepy. There was notes from scrying on the enemy, as well as patrons and gods and other people giving advice that made it seem like Orcus himself might not be here yet, but that his wand probably is being used as a focal point to try and bring him into this world.
Just like a man. Just stick your wand in there first.
Yes. I will freely admit that I made a lot of quite heavy allegories around all sorts of stuff like that you can go back and look through if you want to. But,
There's no need, but if you want to.
I'm that kind of DM. Lots and lots of illusion. But anyway, yes, the party found their way to Chauntea's secret well, an ancient step well, hidden somewhere in the forests of Goldenfields. They managed to find their way, yes, and that is one of the illusions.
And a step well means that the steps are on the outside, not that it's like an upside down pyramid, which is what I thought when you first said the step well.
Oh, I see. Step wells can look like upside down pyramids, that is true, but this one is quite a sort of cylindrical shaft with steps around the outside leading downwards. Maybe you're starting to see the illusions now, everybody. But yes, at the bottom of said shaft appears to be a well glowing with golden light, and as the party made their way down there trying to find this group of people trying to presumably put this wand into the well and thus bring Orcus into the world, they got into a very, very complicated battle with the druids trying to do this.
I mean, it wasn't that complicated. They all just jumped into the swimming pool.
Well, they have now.
Swimming pool. Anyway, in that process, Prosperous managed to grab the Wand of Orcus, We're still in initiative because combat has already started and there's been some spells thrown around and some people trying to grab at wands and shooting at each other and all the rest of it. And we will come back into initiative at the point when Prosperous grabs the Wand of Orcus because, frankly, a lot needs to happen at that specific point.
I deeply, deeply regret my choices last session.
For clarity, surface of the water of the well is about 90 feet below where Prosperous is at the moment, on the back of your alicorn. Danny? Andy?
Andy.
Danny?
It was one of those.
Danny doesn't work with alicorn,
You're right,
does
Andy
it?
the alicorn. My apologies.
Andy the alicorn.
But yes, Prosperous on the back of Andy, with Flurry also on the back, holding the wand. About 30 feet below that, on the stepwell outsides, Viorica, Ephemera, Ava, having featherfallen? Doesn't matter. But you are now on the outsides of this well, potentially looking up, potentially looking down. About 60 feet beneath you, 6 druids, all wearing various sort of skull-like headgear to disguise their identities, which we don't need to do anymore, but they're still wearing them, are in the water, thinking they had managed to leap in with the Wand of Orcus, but unfortunately it was grabbed last minute by Prosperous.
Do the skulls make it harder for them to swim?
Do this one? No, bone floats. But bone floats. It does. But regardless of that, I think that's the current set that we need for everyone.
Yeah,
Is everyone
I
clear
think that's
on
right.
that?
Mhm.
Fantastic. Then we'll dive straight back in. Prosperous, you pulled the wand off this druid and then threw them, dropped them into the water about 100 feet below. Yes?
I mean, I wish I hadn't, but I did.
Yeah, that is the truth.
As you grab hold of the wand, in your head you hear a voice that you recognize.
Here we go again.
I'd say I was surprised, but I'm not really.
Well, I mean, if you will invade someone's home and then empower, like, the literal lowest people to try and... I mean, really, what were you thinking? Like, Tom just works the fields.
It's always the weakest will to allow things like this to come about. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here.
Yeah, but... I don't want to give you advice.
I understand.
Yeah.
Will you put me in the water, please?
I mean, that's just not going to happen, is it?
Cool. Make me a charisma saving throw.
A charisma set, you've got to be joking.
That's charisma saving throw. That's what it is.
I like that they said please at least.
It's a start.
I rolled a 4 on the dice, but that makes it a 19.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you're fine. You can feel the wand reaching out and trying to control your mind and control your actions, but you manage to shrug it off.
Is it a charm? I literally can't be charmed.
It is a charm effect.
I cannot be charmed.
This
is
is the biggest
impossible.
nope of Demon Lord I think we can imagine.
The wand just goes, cool. Make me a constitution saving throw.
Here we go.
Ah.
Yes.
That is a 15.
Okay. The wand radiates necromantic energy. It just does. And it's going to lash out at you. However, you can always drop it as a free action.
Can I
Interesting.
throw it?
Where are you going to throw it?
To the side. I'm currently in the middle.
Sorry.
I'm currently in the middle. I don't want to drop it in the middle. Kind of
I see. Okay.
throw it.
So you want to sort of throw it onto the steps and have it sort of land on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Or if I dropped it so it's like on the saddle, does that count as dropping it?
If it's not touching you?
It'll roll off into the water.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to hold it with something. If you're holding it with your chest or with your knees, you're still holding it.
If I can't drop it onto the saddle, I'll throw it to the side.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I will allow this as a free action because dropping it is a free action. This is a slightly more elaborate drop.
Falling with style.
Falling with style, yes. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, why?
Wouldn't it be?
It's for the wand. It's to see how well it lands on crumbly stairs around the outside.
23.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. You just chuck it, and it flips across, landing on one of the sides. It's circular, and we haven't set anything too particular, so there's no need to go into detail. It lands on one of these sort of steps that go up in almost like star shapes as they go around. Every one at a different angle as they go, and it boom, 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 bounces and lands wedged on one of these stairs.
I still have a bonus action and
Yep.
the entirety of Andy's turn.
And the entirety of Andy's turn, that is correct.
Oh, man.
How many hit points have you got?
14.
Yeah, pick it up, please. Please pick it up.
I'm not
I
going to
didn't
pick...
know that.
Okay, I can't pick it up. I've used all my actions.
Picking something up is a free action. I'm just going to remind
I'm not
everyone.
going to pick
of that.
it up. I don't want to... I literally just threw it away. I don't want to pick it up.
Can Andy pick it up?
Andy's not got opposable
Andy's
thumbs.
not going to pick it up.
Wow.
What
If you want Andy to pick it up, then you're welcome
I
to have Andy
don't
pick
want
it up.
Andy to pick it up. What I think I'm going to do
Evil
is
horse. Bad horse.
fly so that we're positioned by the steps going down next to it,
Okay.
so that if any of the druids try and come up, they'd have to fly past me.
Yeah, running interference. Makes sense.
And I think Andy can heal me, maybe? I will bonus action cast Sanctuary on myself, which also
Nice.
affects my mount.
Yes, that's
Nice.
correct.
Chris,
Yeah.
if I cast Sanctuary on myself, which also affects Andy,
Yep.
if the Sanctuary stops working on me, does it also stop working on Andy?
Oh, this whole fine steed nonsense rears its head again. I will say that if you lose concentration...
It's not a concentration spell.
Never mind. Then in which case...
The only reason that Fire Steed would stop working, the only reason that Sanctuary would stop working is if I took aggressive action. That would stop working for me. If Andy took aggressive action,
Stop working for him.
but does it split in two spells, or is it one spell split across both of us?
I think it's two spells affecting each of you. Otherwise, I mean, if Andy takes aggressive action, that also applies. Yes.
So it basically splits into two spells.
Yeah, I think so.
Fine.
Otherwise, it's impossible to keep track.
I'll
of.
cast it on
Yeah, that's
myself,
fine.
which splits it across both of us.
That's fine.
And then Andy will heal. No.
Don't forget
14
Flory's still there.
It's fine. We'll stay.
Hovering over.
Maybe I'll turn around to Flora and be like, let's just shoot anything that tries to come near it.
That'll work.
I mean, you shoot, I'll stab.
Your sword is throwable. It is part of this. So no action for Andy specifically.
Well, the only actions that Andy can take are either healing or attacking. And I'm going to save the healing in case anyone goes unconscious, because I've only got two more. So I presume the legendary actions are not included on this stat sheet.
Yeah, they are. It's unicorn.
You can take the legendary actions.
You can take legendary actions, yeah.
Useful.
I mean, they are literally shield other people, heal other people, or do an attack. It's not like, oh god, a legendary action to save everyone.
But they're legendary actions, so they can happen at any point.
They happen after someone else's turn. Very specific wording.
Fine. So yeah, nothing at the moment. Thank you.
That's absolutely fine. Grand. Ephemera, you are on the edge. Some of the party have dark vision, some of the party don't have dark vision. You're one of the people that does have dark vision, yes?
Let me double check that actually.
Actually, everyone's got it apart from Flore. This is a Flore
Chris,
problem.
Yeah.
the sword is lit up, so
Oh, as well.
the sword
Yeah.
is creating 20
Okay, you've
feet.
seen Prosperous grab the wand, drop the druid, who has fallen past you. You've probably seen the wand be thrown and bounce off some stairs about 30 feet above you, and about 60 feet below you there are druids in the water. Druids in the water. The water is still glowing a sort of lovely, slightly ominous gold.
Okay. So, wand 30 feet above, druids 60 feet below.
Correct.
I had to just be in the middle. I guess it's clear. It's closer. I can get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my entity, my symbiotic entity.
Ooh. Now, it's the first time we've done this in the entire campaign, so do you want to describe it?
So basically what happens is I breathe out and there's black spores and just my lips turn black and then it kind of bleeds down to me and I become very porous and the moss that is at the edge of my Victorian nightgown creeps up and also turns black. And
it's
my
black
fingernails
mold.
extend as well. It's creepy.
Awesome. I love this.
So, Ephemera becomes a black mold monster for the first time, as far as all of us are aware, but Ava's probably seen it. So,
I believe the official definition for that is squicky.
Nice.
I also get 52 temporary hit points.
Nice.
God. Yeah, sure.
So this was strategic.
No, absolutely. Okay, so you suddenly become a horrible spore monster. That happens.
And I'm going to navigate up to the Wand.
Navigating up the sides, because it's slightly maze-like because of the way that these stairs interlock with each other, there is no dex save needed because it's not as crumbly as it was higher up the well because it's not been quite as exposed to the elements. But could you make me... I'm going to say it can be an athletics check to just go, or it can be an intelligence check to work out the fastest way, but trying to join up with the rest of the party is perfectly fine.
Okay, I currently have a potion of hill giant strength, so I'm going to use it on athletics.
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 19.
Nice.
Are you okay with me describing a sort of like ape-like sort of like moving up, jumping, swinging?
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
you are you're a black shadow moving like very acrobatically and athletically around this well, reaching the wand. Do you want to be next to it? Do you want to be nearby? Do you want to pick it up?
You want to sizzle it? Yes.
I would like to pick it up.
Can I, sorry, as you come into our sphere of influence,
Am I going to be shot?
no, but
A million bullets.
are you going to drop it in the well? It wants to go in the well.
Why would I drop it in the well?
Does your voice change when you're in this form? Just checking.
Yes. It's kind of like, have you seen Dune?
Yes.
When they do the voice.
Okay, cool. Right, gotcha.
Amazing.
Editors, there's your request. Sorry.
Do I believe Ephemera?
Interesting. Ephemera, do you want to roll some kind of charisma check? It can be persuasion, it could be deception, I don't need to know.
Sure, I'll go with...
Don't tell us, it's fine. Just whatever you
let's
want.
see.
Ross was rolling insight check. Numbers.
Oh, yes, they exist. Got an
What'd
8.
8.
I
Fine.
rolled a 12.
12. Were you lying? Were you persuading? What are you doing? Evie.
I was not lying, so I'm going to say that I was persuading.
Cool. Okay. Right.
Yeah, Prosh was like, oh, cool. I like, go ahead.
Go ahead, Shadow Monster. Right. Do you want to pick it up?
Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
As you hold the wand,
You get a +5 to all saving throws.
you are within range of Prosperous. It's fine.
Ooh, that's good.
As you pick it up, a voice in your head does come in and go,
This is more my speed.
What is more your speed?
This, I like all of this.
Oh, thank you. It's new. How are you?
Would you mind dropping me in the water awfully?
I'm not going to drop you in the water.
it's going to try and control you. Make a
Literally.
charisma saving throw. Don't
no,
forget to add
no
5
one,
to it.
No one can be charmed within 10 feet of me, Chris.
At all?
No.
Amazing. Damn.
Damn. The wand will try and control you and just... I think what you will get is a fate.
Paladins.
Like you just kind of tap it against the wall and just say, bad wand.
Okay, make me a con save. Doesn't want to be held by you. Doesn't like it.
Sure. That is
Don't forget to add the plus.
18.
Don't forget to add the +5 from being nippy.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 then.
It tries to basically necrotically lash out at you. Are you currently immune to necrotic damage by chance?
I am... Well, I'm resistant to all damage at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Then in which case, while you are holding this, it's going to try and lash out at you. You will take half damage, but because you're half, it's quarter damage.
Wow.
Okay. Dice, dice, dice. I'm not on the dice bit. There we go. Right, right, so that's... I'll roll the full and then do the quartering.
That's a lot of clicks.
Okay. That is 59, 30...
Could
15.
you turn your sound off? It's like a load
Yes.
of cowbells and like glass crashing.
It's the new D&D Beyond dice, they're very noisy. 15 points of necrotic damage with all of the modifiers taken off.
That's quartered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You pass the con save, so you do not take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
You are currently holding it. It is not happy about it, but there's not a lot else it can do about that.
Okay, and can I see Ava?
Ava is 30 feet below you, currently in form of dread, I believe, yeah, on one of the walls, looking up at you, presumably.
Can I just shout, I got it, Ava?
Good.
Yep, alright. That'll... Cool.
Yorica, it is your turn.
Right, I think I know the answer to this question.
Go on.
But were I to, so I had the idea at the end of the last session that what I wanted to do, because all of the priests are in the water, I was going to drop a vitriolic sphere in there. Now, technically that would be poisoning the well.
I will murder you.
Understood. That's what I was wanting to check, and that's why I said I thought I knew the answer to this question. Just felt like I needed to check.
I mean, would Viorica care?
That's the problem.
I mean, you literally came to your god last night. I will murder you.
Nothing
Do you want-
It's
do
just
you
trying
want your
figure out
character to
Viorica's thought
die?
process, that's all. No, that's
I
okay.
have a question.
Yes.
So the water in the well is water. It's technically a drink. So would purify food and drink get rid of any poisoning on it?
These are very good questions, to which the answer is, we'll check rules as written, see what happens. But I'm not going to do it in advance.
Cool.
Okay.
I have an alternative plan, which I think would be a much better idea
Also,
considering...
vitriolic sphere isn't poison, it's acid.
Does that make a difference?
Well, it's not poisonous water, it's acidic water, in other words, acid. It's diluted acid.
There's an egg in there of basically a celestial creature.
Okay, that's what I mean.
You don't officially know that.
You said there was an egg in there.
I did mention it, yes.
Yeah, Ephemera
Okay.
felt an egg. We're aware there's an egg in there.
Yeah, no. This is what I mean. I'm very, very happy to not at all... Yes, I have an alternative plan, which is...
Levitate them all out and then acid them above the water.
Understood, but I've got a better idea, because what I don't think will hurt the water too much, or indeed the egg, is yes. So synaptic state,
Synaptic static.
static.
spell.
Sorry,
Psychic damage on a large group of people.
that's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
Is it-
It's an intelligence saving throw, isn't it?
It is
Damn.
exactly. Rural simpletons have no defense. But it'll be the sword cane again. It'll be a sort of like, you know, the noise from a when it fires in a what are they called? Space Invaders game. That sort of...
Why are all of your choices so 80s? Okay, good. Right. Okay, so I need to make 6 intelligence saving throws, and my modifier is 0.
Yes. Good.
Right, here we go. 19?
Yes. This passes, I mean.
Yeah. 17.
No.
Right. Fail. Fail. fail,
Good.
fail. Okay, so one passes.
Amazing.
Hooray. Now, hang on. I can't remember whether it's...
Oh god, it affects spellcasting, doesn't it?
It's a damage and then it's a d6 off everything.
And concentration's really hard to keep, I think.
Thank goodness I checked about the vitriolic sphere, because this is a much better version. So, hang on. This is the damage. I think you do take half, even if you passed.
Yes, you do. But
Wow. So that's 24 points of damage.
Gotcha.
So 12 for the other person.
Thank you.
And then just to clarify, after a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for a minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
That's it. It's maintaining concentration that's the problem. Cool, thank
You can make an
you.
intelligence saving throw at the end of each turn to remove the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remove it.
Yeah, cool, gotcha.
Oh, well, that worked.
Do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to move?
I'm... hang on.
30 feet down from us.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. Do I want to be... Yes, because I want to be up near you to not be charmed. Oh, no, I don't... Anyway, I will come up and be sort of nearby. I think that worked. Was that a good idea?
Again, athletics or some intelligence check or something similar to make your way up quite a sort of maze-like climb.
Intelligence would definitely be the
go for it.
the one I'm going for.
We do forget that Viorok has an intelligence of 20.
Not quite. Oh, that's really annoying. It rolled over a 20 and is now at 12.
Ooh.
You are... oh. You're making your way up. I'm going to say you're about 15 feet away from where you want to be around the sides, because you chose the wrong side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. At the end of your turn, it's not a legendary action, it's just when they're on initiative. Right.
Sorry.
Yes.
Also, the thing was, because what I wanted to do as a bonus action when I got up there,
That's fine.
I remember now,
You're nearby.
is Mantle of Inspiration. So
Oh,
5
splendid.
creatures that I can see within 60 feet. Everyone gets 11
Party.
temporary hit points.
You can hit the entire party,
Yes.
or you could hit 4 of the party and Andy.
Andy's fine.
Never mind.
Oh, is it right? Okay, yeah. So it just
Ignore the horse.
Just for the moment, seems to be fine.
Cool.
Cool.
In the well, the druids are acolytes of Chontae, who are now acolytes of Orcus, are shrieking and holding onto their heads, and the water's sort of frothing and writhing because they're all sort of splashing around, quite unhappy with this. I'm guessing the effect was basically relatively invisible, Ed, because it's psychic. Yeah, just sort of shrieks.
Is this episode called Druids in a Well?
Druids in a well. Good. Right. In the well, the priests will all start chanting.
Can we not call them priests? They're kind of
Druids.
They're idiots.
betrayers. Right.
The betrayers in the well are all going to start chanting.
Oh no.
The entire well starts seeping, oozing, necromantic energy sort of around you and above you. The whole area feels like it's necromantically charged. You have no idea what that means.
Okay.
Okay.
Ava, it's your turn.
God, I love a necromantically charged well.
Something dastardly.
I cannot remember from last week, but for Ava it was about 30 seconds ago. Well, are these cultists resistant to necrotic damage? I know we found out last week and I just can't remember.
You noted that some of them appear to have some kind of necrotic, stronger or lesser reaction, depending on who's holding the wand.
That's it. It's the one, not the cultists.
I will also remind you that the
squishy.
whole area is currently necromantically charged.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Don't know what that means.
I know, that's intentional.
However,
Is it something any of us have come across before?
I don't
No, there is literally no way you would have come across it before.
Okay.
Not a chance. It is an ability that only Orcus has.
Oh good.
Can I am used to necrotic things. Can I get any sense of whether it feels friendly.
Roll,
I mean, I don't want to ask, are they resistant to necrotic damage? But I also don't want to burn a spell that's pointless.
Can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
I can roll you an Arcana check. Oh, phew, that skipped over a 1 and landed on a 19. So it's a 19.
Nice.
Okay. You, someone who is basically powered by necrotic energy, you feel like you are... It's an overload. You might be vulnerable to necrotic damage right now.
Ah. But does that mean everyone who's not holding the wand is vulnerable, or it's caused by the cultists, and so they are in fact immune?
You rolled a 19. It's giving them resistance and giving you all vulnerability.
Right, that changes everything because all my spells do necrotic damage, and I don't want to just do another bunch of Eldritch Blasts, but that might just be...
It's a good start.
I know, but I just hit things for 2 campaigns. It's nice to, just hang around a bit. Right, first things first, Ava will call 2 ephemera. You good with that, or do you want to pass it on?
I mean, do you want it?
Of course, but if you're happy holding it.
I've got it for now. It's behaving.
Great. I trust ephemera, that's fine.
You probably all hear in your heads a faint... like it's trying to do things, but just can't.
Right, then... Is there an obvious boss cultist?
No. The entire point is that all of them are entirely replaceable. It's whoever's holding the wand.
Sounds like organised religion. If I'm 11th level, I'm still not very good. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to poison the well, so I can't do Sickening Radiance. Let's hit them with 6.
Sickening Radiance is radiant damage, very specifically. I don't think that would work in the same way.
But none of the rest of us could fly down into it.
Yeah, that was my other thinking. I don't want to do anything that puts the melee people
Out of whack. Yeah.
I knew there was a reason. Oh no, that was cool, but that does necrotic. I'm fine. I'll just be here. Well, we have to keep playing the game, so I'm going to hit them with 6 Eldritch Blasts.
Cool. That makes sense.
My life is fun. However, okay, I'll take that. So the lowest there is 2 26s.
What?
Yeah.
The lowest of 220. I'm pretty sure everything hits there.
I have a plus 12, and then there is 1 nat 20 as well, so 32 to hit.
One of them took less damage from the synaptic static, and you can tell which one that is because they're
I'll hit
fighting
that
less.
one then.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 7d10 plus 30.
Are you going all for one of them, or are you spreading them out?
I think if it's okay, I will pew one until they're dead and then move on to pewing the next.
Absolutely fine.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. Yeah.
Ava probably has a little bet with herself of, I reckon this one will go down in 3. Oh, no, 4.
Bam, bam. Amazing.
That was a problem. I said 7d10, didn't I? That is 49 points of damage plus 30, so 79 points of damage.
You'd have to roll them. You'd
proud
have
of
to
my
roll them
tactic
separately if you.
It doesn't matter. 79 will take out the one that is currently the hardiest.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's just one gone.
Beautiful.
Very.
So it's a sort
Worried it
of
wouldn't be.
an aggressive, vicious barrage of Eldritch Blast just pound into one of these ones. The water starts staining red, and then just suddenly just floating, dead body in the water.
Ava's normally quite laconic, quite deadpan when casting, but she's quite excited that the Wand of Orcus is there, and it's exciting, and she's going to do awesome things. Her patron's going to be happy with her, so she's a little more macabre than you've maybe seen her before. And then I don't really... yes, I probably do want to move. I don't want to be crowding where everyone is, but within easy reach of the wand, in case Ephemera decides to, be possessed and jump into the pool or something.
Again, roll me either athletics to do sort of cool climbing stuff, or more of an intelligence-based check to work out the fastest way up to everybody.
Well, my athletics is -2.
I wouldn't do that then.
Just flat intelligence.
I would allow you to use... No, just a flat intelligence since a lower
I was
DC.
going to say, I haven't been...
Cool. So flat intelligence is 15 on the dice, so 15.
Cool. Then in which case you start scampering up. Do you want to be within about, 5-10 feet of Ephemera?
I want to be within 5 feet, but is that annoyingly
fine.
close?
No, it's not. It's
I'll stay within
Ephemera.
5
There you
feet.
go.
It's a question to ask in real life as well.
Yes.
Am I bursting your social bubbles? Good, right, yes. So you are all now, Viorica slightly further off, all at this slightly higher point.
Have the-
Good.
Sorry, Chris. Have the druids had their turn?
They're about to.
At the end of Ava's turn, Andy will create a shield around Ephemera.
Okay.
It's rainbow. Sorry, Ephemera, it's not your vibe at all. But it does give
I'm
you
a brutal shadow monster.
it does give you a +2 to AC.
Awesome.
Excellent, thank you.
Brilliant.
That really helps.
Oh, there was no one that I hit who is still alive, is there?
No, that one is consequently dead.
Great. So no one has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to say that he was very, very scared when he died. Is that all right?
Thank you. That pleases me.
It was a scary death. Right.
Good.
Okay, here we go. 5 druids all get their turns, and they are pissed.
Yes,
As they should be.
indeed.
Right. So, first things first. Yes. The air around all of you, you can feel it as a gust of wind coming from seemingly nowhere is now swirling up the inside of this well. There's no saving throw, nothing to save against. It just happens. A wall of rock will form up and plug the well about 5-10 feet above everyone's head.
Interesting.
2 control spells. Good. Yes. At which point one of the druids will step out of the water and start to gain a more air-like form and will come flying up towards all of you. Another one will climb out of the water and become more animalistic as well, growing claws and start jumping, leaping and scrabbling up the walls, moving surprisingly quickly. And the 5th one...
Oh, one of you is going down.
What's the range on that? Perfect. Fantastic. Will raise their hands up, and some of the water from the well will form into a ball, which will come flying up towards... What is the size of it? 5-foot radius. Perfect. And it is going to wrap itself around Ephemera. Ephemera, make me a strength saving throw.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm glad for my potion. Okay, that is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Have you added on the 5 because you're near prosperous?
No, so that's 20.
2021.
21.
21.
Even better.
Okay. The ball wraps around you, trying to grasp hold of you, but fails to do so. You are sort of awkwardly shunted and pushed out of it. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Also
Yes.
+5.
Also +5.
Excellent.
I am right next to her. Can I use a reaction to hold her steady?
We will see if we need it.
Okay.
24.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Ava just watches you totter and does nothing. But
But you can. Do you want to sidestep so the ball of water is between you and Ava, or sidestep so you and Ava are on one side of it, just to get an idea?
I would like us both to be on one side of it.
Grand. Okay, you do. That ball of water stays there. Good.
Does that count as attack? Or is it a grapple?
It doesn't count as an attack because it is technically something that is conjured up in the space that they are in. They're also a very long way away right now. They're still at the bottom of the well. They've not moved out of the water. That
90
one.
feet out or whatever.
Correct. But yes, you now have this ball of water near you. Two of them are moving up towards you quite quickly. They're already within about 30 feet of you already. Hang on, movement speed changes on that one. One sec. Lots of spells.
Is it biting at my heels? I will be very upset.
Oh, the one that has become more air-like is already in amongst all of you. It's just flown up in amongst all. It took the action to cast the spell. So they are now just flying around in your sphere with all of you, ready to start attacking soon. Yes, Em?
Opportunity attacks?
They haven't moved out of your sphere of... they've just moved into it. The one that is climbing... a lot of spells. The one that is climbing... That's the wrong one. That one. Increases by 10. Is within about 10 feet of you. Is just bounced up with incredible speed, because again, used whole turn. It's a bonus action. So is now very much chomping at your heels as well. Two of them are now basically up there. There's a ball of water up there as well. There's these winds swirling up, this black necrotic energy oozing out of the walls. Is that all of them?
It's a good Friday night in.
2, 3,
Ava
4.
murdered one.
What was the fifth spell that I cast?
Two control spells up top.
To control. Oh, of course, the Wallstone. Yes, you're right. Thank you. Cool. That is the end of their turn, and that is the lie of the land. Anyone need any detail on that, or is it all clear? I know there's a lot going on.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I think that's... Well, for me, that's fine.
Fan-diddly-tastic. Foray, it is your turn.
Could I stand up and... is it far enough for me to be able to jump across onto the stairs? The spiral stairs going down?
They're not spiral stairs going down. It's more of a complex step, geographic, bit. Are you where?
Trying to get across to ephemera, basically.
To ephemera. That bit's already quite crowded with a ball of water and Ava. I would say that you could potentially try and leap off and be on the stairs near them if you wanted to. Please remember, I still hold 2 natural ones for you.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah. That's a bad situation.
I'll just, for now, shoot from where I am.
Who are you shooting at?
Do druids.
Yes, the one that looks the more animalistic one, the one that's taken on a more air-like form.
I'm going to take down the animalistic.
Okay.
My brain short-circuited.
Animalistic.
You can... are we doing misfires with the high noon?
No, we are not.
All right, okay. Well, that's not one, so do your work.
Saves me from using it. Cool, right?
Well,
you just shoot, and I think as you're firing at the one that's moving up, it just leaps to one side, able to dodge your bullet as it goes running up.
Presumably you could have steady aimed to give yourself advantage.
I could have. I was going to try use my bonus action for...
another shot.
No, but I didn't call it before, so...
I will say, because I think it's perfectly valid, that you could have steady aimed. In other words, you are welcome to roll with advantage. So I've still got another nat 1 in the can if I need it, mate. I've got 2, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nat 20, so... From one
I'm negating the nat 20, of course I am. Don't crit on my druid. You try and fire twice, and it just leaps out of the way both times. Very fast, very very animalistic, very scary. Oopie.
Yeah, so... that was my... That's it.
Cool. Back of the horse.
Very effective.
I will say, Mike, you've used up one of the nat 1s. If you wanted to try and jump across now, you still could.
You still have one left.
No, but I'm saving that for a rainy day.
I feel like this is an angel-demon moment on each shoulder.
Yes, I'd quite like to try and get across to...
You'd be on the other side. So you'd be on the other side of Ava, because these stairs are very narrow, but you'd be trying to leap off a horse. Roll me a acrobatics check.
I wouldn't be able to get next Ephemera this time, or would I be able to get to the other side of her?
Because there's a watery sphere on one side and Ava on the other, and this is very much a single file walkway, you will never be directly next to Ephemera unless Ava gets out of the way, which seems unlikely.
I'm not getting out of the way.
Yeah. And the Ball of Order is going to keep trying to get Ephemera. That's what it does.
Interesting.
That is a 23 acrobatics.
Yeah, you acrobatically leap off the back of the horse and land on the stairs next to... I'm going to say you can probably... I was going to say reach around, but that's not good. You could probably sort of move to one side and talk to Ephemera, or you have access to Ephemera if Ava's okay, sort of squishing against the wall a little bit if necessary. It's not going to be like a wall of human ASMR.
Cool.
You want to say something? Talking is a free action.
Say something to her, say!
I think he's just going to hold off for now. And just sort of then pull his gun and just almost put his back to Ephemera and Ava just in case anything comes around, basically.
Well, that's where the animalistic one appears to be aiming. They're all aiming for Ephemera for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that's basically why he's come across, is he's trying to put another meat shield in the way.
Hurrahs.
So, do I think that if I move away, it could probably charm Ephemera? Do I think it's going to keep trying to charm? Stop it.
I don't know how much you'd know about sentient magic items and what they can do. I think it would be too much for me to give you a definitive answer on that.
Stop it. Rude.
Canine negotiations happening.
Yeah, as always.
Would it be fair to assume?
Yeah, you can assume what you like.
I think it'd be fair to assume. I don't think that there's any way that it's going to not try and influence things.
I'm just wondering whether I fly down and try and get the ones that are in the water and lower down, or whether I stay here and sort out the ones that are up here.
Hold the line! Potentially.
It's entirely up to you.
You've all got range stuff, don't you? So you can sort out the ones that are further away.
Yeah.
I'll go for the one, the more airy one. Does it like you can still attack it? Stop it.
You think you're saying it to me?
You'd assume.
Stop it. The more airy one appears to look like it's still got corpus, yeah?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna try and attack it.
Well, I guess it would be corpus.
That is a something ridiculous. Hang on.
That is a something ridiculous. Good.
I'm sorry, the dog is upset because I won't let him bite my feet. That's a 24
Not a problem.
to hit.
24 to
No,
hit.
it's more than that. 29.
29 to hit. That absolutely hits, yes.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Will be knocked prone?
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to this creature.
Joking.
It's currently, the way that it is flying and moving, it cannot be knocked prone. I used the spell.
Useful thing against.
Yeah.
I will smite at... Let me just check my spell. Sorry. Go away. So that wasn't at the dog. That was at D&D Beyond.
Oh, sorry. Hard to tell now.
Yes, so many things assaulting.
I'll smite at... Excuse me. I'll smite at 3rd level. Why not? It's there.
Yeah.
Nope. Go for it.
Smitey.
I've got a 4th level smite at the moment. That.
Smite.
That. Oh, that's a bad 3rd level smite.
Paladin Maths kicks in again. That'll be actual music.
I started breathing in as you started whistling, and I'm like, is my nose doing that?
I can breathe. I can whistle on the in-breath.
41 points of damage on that one.
Wow.
This druid who's created this air-like form, who is just sort of, super cool. And he just gets like almost bisected by the sword, which they can in this form, and just sort of like, two halves of them float around and then reform together again, and they look shocked.
That hurt.
No, they can't be prone.
They can't be not prone, I'm afraid. Nope.
I'm gonna move round them to the animalistic one.
Also jumping into range, that's totally fine, yes.
I might be able to knock off
Yeah, you're more likely to knock them off, that is true.
That's a 19 plus 17, so 20...
19 plus 17?
36?
Yeah.
That's also a crit for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done.
You hit him. Someone's at our door, apparently.
Is that right?
Do we think there's going to be more creatures?
You have no idea.
Do we think Orcus is going to turn up?
You have no idea.
I'm just wondering if I smite at 4th level now just to get all the damage out.
No. I'd say
I'll save it.
yeah,
I'll smite at 3rd level. All right, Ed. If I miss my chance, it's your fault though.
Yes. Totally happy for that to be the case.
That is a lot of d8s.
Well, exactly. It's already a lot of d8s.
Paladin mass properly kicks in.
Yes.
So how's everyone doing? All good? Yeah.
Wishing I had more familiarity with Paladin maths.
It's
Wishing I had more spell slot.
warlocks. I mean, this is what happens with warlocks.
Yeah.
61.
61?
71.
That's nowhere near enough yet. It'll break 100.
80 minus 4, which is
76.
76. 80.
There's a lot to add on with all the different things because you're adding on the weapon.
Might. Yes.
And Prospect also has Great Weapon Master, can re-roll bad rolls on that specifically. There's a lot of little things to add on, so there's a lot of different steps to go through to get to the total damage.
94 points of damage.
94. You've done all the doubling?
That is everything, plus my extra dice for being a half orc.
Would you like to describe this creature's demise because it is dead?
Well done.
Its head's over there.
Well, no. What I'd quite like to do is carefully stab my sword through them,
Carefully.
smite them to, radiantly burn them to a crisp, and then flip their body up onto the steps so that it's not in my sacred well.
Nice.
Do tons of damage. Just barbecue them, marshmallow grill them, and then no, shake them off onto the steps.
I mean,
Sweep that away later.
pretty much.
I'll allow it. I think it's nice. Go for it.
I just like the fewer things that are in this sacred body of water dying, the better.
I think that's valid. Absolutely valid. Sure. Right. That one is warm buttery toast. Good. That breaks the sanctuary on you, but not on Andy, just to be clear.
Yes.
Cool. Any bonus actions on your turn?
Why would I need to do a bonus action?
You've done so much
Have
already.
bonus actions. I am just asking. It's only polite.
I mean, I could, but they're all shit.
Then don't. It's entirely up to you what you do with your turn, Em.
No, I think I'm good. I think I'll just wait.
See what happens. See what happens.
Cool. Does Andy do anything?
Heals you. You got so many temporary hit points now.
I mean, I've got 25 hit points, including my temps.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So maybe healing in.
So healing.
Not a bad plan.
I'm saving the healing in case I go unconscious. I think we'll just wait. I might hold Andy's. Can I hold Andy's movement?
Yeah, it's just the movement, though. It's basically the action to move, so it's one movement.
I will hold Andy's movement.
Absolutely. Well, to do what, and what's the trigger?
When I say so.
No, that's not good enough. Reaction, you holding your action is very specific. So what are you holding? What's the trigger for Andy to move, and where is Andy going?
Okay, so Andy can heal. No, Andy can only heal. I'm gonna hold Andy's healing touch for if I go unconscious.
Absolutely fine. No problem at all. Right. Ephemera! Oh, Ephemera, you're holding the Wand of Orcus.
Yes, I am.
Right. Roll me a d6.
A d6, okay.
Yes, please.
6.
You heal that many hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
it still doesn't want to be held by you. We'll cross that bridge in a minute. You can't be frightened. You have access to... Jesus Christ.
What have we got?
You can cast, I'll send you a list, you can cast a whole bunch of spells and there's charges and, I'll just send you a list of all of those so you've got them. I'll pop it into the Discord now. In the meantime, can you make me the Constitution save again at the start of your turn, please?
Still
Yes.
+5.
Still +5. I've just got to do the list of spells if you want them.
I'm just gonna whoever's holding it, I'm just gonna stand next to them.
Yes, just for the rest of the thing.
You got a nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
fine. Yeah. You still take some of the necrotic damage, which you are now vulnerable to. So let's just work out the maths on that. You currently...
However,
Yeah, go on.
I have resistance to all damage, so does that just balance it out?
No, because there was a roll, and last time we quartered it because you passed the save. At this point, we are simply halving it because you passed the save.
Okay.
So it gets worse. Okay.
Well, yeah, because everything's vulnerable to necrotic right now because of the effects of the thing that the cultist did.
So that just
Even though I've
that
drunken
just-
the potion.
that just mitigates all other effects that you have on you.
Sorry?
What the cultists have done mitigates all other effects that you have on you. Is that what
No,
you're
it's
saying?
a matter of you add and subtract all the different things together. So at the moment, you're resistant to all damage because you drank the potion of invulnerability.
Yes.
Right. Are you personally resistant to necrotic damage in this form or personally otherwise?
No.
No.
I don't think, anyway.
Because it's a stacking thing. You go one up, one down,
Yeah,
basically.
But now it's 2 negative and 1 positive?
So working it out.
Sorry.
I think something about the symbiotic entity might be resistant to necrotic. I'm not sure, though.
That sounds about right. There's so many words, and dyslexia is
Yeah.
just...
Of
Do you want me to have a
course.
quick look?
Yeah,
Do
that'd be
do a quick look, that's fine. Do. Spores.
That helps.
Let's type the word spores in. Symbiotic entity, blah, 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 blah. It's temporary hit points. No, you deal extra necrotic, but you don't...
Oh, it's deal. Right, got you.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so at the moment, you are resistant to all damage because you took that potion. However, you are also vulnerable to necrotic damage, so cancel each other out. You pass the save, so it's half damage.
Okay, cool.
D&D maths. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halved.
That's still a lot.
It's 15 again.
Okay.
Nice.
Wasn't as good a roll.
Excellent.
15 points of necrotic damage just as the wand keeps going.
No way.
In your head, you do hear a kind of...
I can give you many things. I can help you achieve all of your goals if you just throw me in the well.
I'm going to turn into a gas.
You are?
Yeah.
Can the gas still grip the wand?
Anything I'm holding, carrying, or wearing becomes a gas.
Oh, wow.
You've cast gaseous form.
Yes.
Well played.
Okay, I'm going to remind everyone that there was wind pushing up this space.
I don't like that. That's bad.
Yes, I'm...
For multiple reasons.
Wait.
This may not have been a bad idea, but it may also have been. We'll see.
I will let you reconsider if you want to, but I'm just reminding you that there is currently wind pushing up this space.
We could deal with the whole problem by just blowing the wand to the 7 winds.
Good luck.
I don't like that.
I'm beginning to think this may not have been the power move I thought it was.
Oh, Evie, it's a brilliant move.
It's
Just
awesome.
Ava does not want it to happen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, honestly, Evie, I will give you this for free. The air currently swirling around you, if you were in gaseous form, you feel like that air would probably move you.
I have a question. Are there any cracks in the walls?
Yes. Sorry.
There are cracks in the walls. Because the cultists came in through various cracks in the walls. I will say that around you at the moment there are a couple, but you'd need to be in gaseous form to get through them.
But I haven't used movement, so technically I could become a gas and just squeeze into a hole, so I wouldn't be blown.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry. The moment you turn into a gas, something would happen because there is wind currently swirling around you. I'm just checking the rules on gaseous form, and I'm pretty sure that's the case.
This is going to be
fine. I'm just going to cast power word kill then.
It was a brilliant plan.
You do have power word kill now because you hold the Wand of Orcus, so...
I do.
Power word kill. Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are you killing?
When you turn into... When you take the form of a misty cloud. Yeah. It does have it in there. I'm just... I did it on purpose. Not for this, but other things, but it's still there. So who you power word killing?
One of the druids. I assumed that they helped kill me, so like...
Probably. Actually, no, you remembered. You actually remembered. You can't see their faces, but they're wearing similar, if not the same, masks. You can be pretty sure these are the same
so I'm
people.
just inferring.
And you're using the wand to cast power word kill.
Yes.
Do you want to hit the one that's currently floating around you like an air bit, or the three still in the water?
The one floating around, I think.
Cool. Okay. Power word kill. I believe it just kills something if it has less than 100 hit points, right?
I think so.
That'll do.
You would know.
Well, I don't currently have the spell up because... Oh, no, I have. Yep. If you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies.
Nice.
That is it. No saving throw, no nothing.
Fine.
It does have a range of 60 feet, so you'd have to hit the one here because others are further down. Cool.
Yes.
How do you want to do this? Because you are using the wand.
I feel like you're inferring something.
As in, you are wielding the wand to do something
first
with
time,
it for the first time. It is the Wand of Orcus. It is quite an important thing to have happen. And
in your
how the
imagination.
spell is cast is entirely your call. So how do you want to do this?
Okay, I would like to say, fuck it, as I
Excellent.
as I just kind of give it like a Harry Potter flick, and I imagine like bits of darkness from my form just kind of go into the wand, and then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So did it take I mean, it doesn't make any difference, but did it take a tiny part of you and turn that into the death word kill?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
The one that is floating around just suddenly, and just like dusts, just Thanos is out of existence, just gone, completely gone. It's a good one.
Sick.
Nice.
Did you just do that with the wand?
Yes, I believe I did.
I will do anything you say from now on.
Oh, okay.
That's a very
Really should
powerful
have been
thing
doing
you've
that
done there.
anyway, but
Fair enough. Whatever you say, mistress. That will work.
Right, Viorka, it's your turn.
Okay. What do you want me to do? No, hang on. I've got. I have an idea because this does have a range of 120 feet.
Yes.
Let's keep up the psychic barrage, and Rathulim's psychic lance will take out another one of the ones in the water.
Are you aiming for one in particular? There are 3 of them. I will say that one is currently still... They're all maintaining concentration on an effect. Yes, that's fair. You don't know which one's which. They're all maintaining concentration on an effect, and we'll do a random roll to make it fair.
Yes, I think if that's what I would imagine, because it would be just a case of I want to just take one out. Yep. There is a shimmering lance of power from, well, it says my forehead, but I'm going to say it's my mouth. And
That's entirely your call.
Intelligence saving throw, if you please.
Oh, great. Oh, you found my kryptonite early. Right, that's a 7.
It needs to be an 18, but in which case it's also has the synaptic state been taking effect? Static been taking effect?
Yeah, it's concentration checks, which no one's needed to do because they're all dead now, and they've not taken actions that require
any of that stuff,
attacks or anything like that, so it's irrelevant.
Gotcha. See what you mean. In which case, this is it, yeah. So it's incapacitated until the start of the next turn.
It's probably dead, but go on. They're not huge on hit points.
Well, indeed. I'm hoping this is going to be plenty. 32.
Yeah, roll me a d6. It's to see which one goes. It's to see which one you take out and which effect goes away.
Yeah.
Although, hang on, got to check the effects now. So many spells. Why are there so many spells? What'd you roll? 2? 2. Okay. The air that was pushing up subsides completely. You're no longer in a wind tunnel.
That helps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, and then for a bonus action, I know because I just did a thing, didn't I? Oh, do I want to?
I don't know, do you?
Well, hang on, see, because I can do my. That would be quite funny, but not very helpful.
Bjork.
Yeah, that's very much Fiorica summed up in a sentence.
Oh, there's the t-shirt.
Yes, exactly.
Good t-shirt.
No, I think that's that. I will wait. I will wait.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
Europe.
Right. 2 remaining druids, both in the water. Yeah. The watery sphere is not working. It's just not working.
That's true.
Too strong. Yeah, they're going to do it. Sod it. They will both look at each other, nod, and start chanting. And that chanting is going to slowly echo around and fill this space because it's still got a wall of stone in the way. As they do this, they will both kill themselves. I'm going to detail about that.
Oh, wow.
And the water of the well starts to blacken and thicken.
Okay.
Right. Ava, it's your turn.
There's no one left to kill. There is nothing I can do.
There are no visible enemies at this point in time. That is correct. The wall of stone above you also fades.
Okay. This is player and character, I assume.
Get the wand out of here.
I mean, Frory and Prosperous are on a flying horse.
Yep.
Viorica has flight spells.
Feather fall, but I can get out of here.
Okay, and Prosperous is just said in character, get the wand out of here.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, Ephemera, if you're happy to come with me, I will grab you and we will dimension door our way to the top of the well.
Brilliant.
Nice. Okay.
Are you dimension dooring to the edge of the well, so you're standing on the edge of it? Is that the point?
Not so close to the edge that you could fall in, but enough that we can still look down.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
So maybe, I don't know, foot back?
You have dimension doored. You're both there talking as a free action.
Can I have it? Just, you've taken some hits.
Oh, yes, of course. Just bear in mind it will try and ask you to drop it in a well.
Oh, standard, yeah.
Yeah, standard. Here you go.
Thanks.
It was that easy.
It's like the anti-Lord
I
of the
love the
Rings.
nonchalance of Ephemera. This is
Ephemera trusts Ava so implicitly that
Absolutely.
it's just...
It was lovely. That's what I mean. It was hilarious.
That was
It's just
beautiful.
it actually worked. This never happens.
So I don't know if we should have stayed, but of all the skill sets that we have, it's not in our wheelhouse to purify a well, so...
Oh, I could purify.
Oh. You're a druid! You're so creepy! I keep forgetting you're actually a druid.
okay.
I can have not brought you up if you want to stay down.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm here now.
Great! Prosperous is good at dealing with necrotic black water. We'll be fine.
Awesome.
25. I hope it's not Orcus. We're all gonna die.
No. We set very clearly that the wand needed to go in the well for Orcus to appear. That was a very important line in the sand that I have not crossed with this. Right, good.
I have a wand.
Yes, Ava, you are holding the wand. You know what's coming.
Charisma save?
Charisma save first. Actually, no. It's only if it thinks that you're not going to do what it wants it to do. As you hold it, you get a...
I mean, would you throw me in the well? Is that a thing that you're going to do?
I mean, I could, if you really wanted. But I
I
think,
very much want that, yes.
I think we'd have a lot more fun doing some other things.
Like what sort of things?
I have a friend you'd like to meet.
And in your head, you now hear,
Hello there.
Hello?
I don't think necessarily that your and our goals are not intrinsically aligned.
Right.
I'm just saying. Potentially we could have some fun together. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean... I don't have much choice at this point, frankly, as a paladin around.
I understand. Ava, well done. Well done. Kill her.
Sorry, what?
Kill her.
You'll have to be more specific.
Who do you think I'm talking about? Your friend standing right next to you.
I mean, she is the only her around, but obviously I'm not going to kill her, so you'll have to be more specific.
If you kill her, the wand will become empowered, and I can use it to regain a corporeal form. I need a sacrifice, Ava. And she's
Why can't-
right.
I could go find someone who's not my friend and kill them.
But that would take time, and there's one thing I don't have, it's time.
Why not?
Because I'm bored. I've been dead for a long time, and I don't particularly enjoy it. Now, you work for me, so kill her.
No, I don't think so.
Amazing.
Oh dear. The puppet thinks it has free will. It's adorable, really, in many ways.
make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
25.
Your arm holding the wand turns and points it towards Ephemera.
Now, let's make this an object lesson, shall we? If you don't do what I ask you to do, I'll force you to do it anyway. And then I'll force you to do anything else, but I don't want a puppet, Ava. I want a partner, and we were so close to this. So, do I have a puppet, or do I have a partner? What's it going to be?
Just going to throw in that as you point it towards Ephemera, she doesn't flinch, she doesn't look away, she just kind of looks at you with absolute trust in her eyes.
Don't make it worse!
Oh, that's amazing. That's really wow.
You're right. We were very close to something. And then you had to go and spoil it.
Such a shame. Well, never mind.
Unless you do something to stop this, or unless you try and do something else, you failed the charisma save.
It's 25.
25, yeah.
Okay.
She is going to do something awful to Ephemera.
Right.
It's up to you how you want to handle this situation. I'm just letting you know that that is about to happen unless you
Yep.
do something.
Can we just go for break and give me 10 minutes? No.
Yeah.
No.
I've got the Wand of Orcus. Orcus is also in my head.
Currently, yes.
Kellenvor is also somewhere in my head. It's quite crowded in there.
Goldenfields you very much cut off, but yeah.
Hmm.
Bring him back. It'd be a lovely reunion.
Can I speak to Orcus in the same way that I speak to whoever this nasty ass lady is?
You're holding the Wand of Orcus.
I will reach out with the same way as I would reach into that itch in my head, reach into the wand.
Mhm.
She's being very friendly to you, but actually she sort of wants your wand so she can have your power for herself. She thinks you're a rival. If she has your wand, you'll never come back. Want to help me?
Playing off demon lords against devils, that's very cool.
I'm so gonna die. It's better that than ephemera.
For a certain amount of context, I am the Wand. I am also part of Orcus. We are not the same. You don't want to do this.
Okay, gonna have to be more specific. There's a lot of things right now I don't want to do.
You don't want to kill your friend, I presume.
Ah, yes. Yes,
Right.
that is correct.
I couldn't give less of a toss about your friend.
No, I figured, but I thought you might give a toss about the fact that she will break the wand and destroy it, and you will lose that forever if she gets her own way.
I mean,
Roll a persuasion check. Breaking the wand is an incredibly complex procedure that you know nothing about, but
So good.
it has a
I'm
charisma.
not
It has a
lying.
charisma score.
I'm not lying because
your
I
belief.
believe
You believe
could
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, 19 on the dice, so 24.
she doesn't know how to break the wand. No one knows how to break the wand. I mean,
There's a sense of panic. There's like no, that's definitely not happening.
that's not a thing.
While I am having this, can I feel her getting impatient?
Time is basically slowed to like a. If you imagine a drop of water falling off the edge of the well at the moment, it's just sort of and about to go. You are having this conversation in no time.
Well then, while this is happening,
Mhm.
I'm still just physically going to angle so that my body is in between my hand and ephemera. It's just,
You can
I'm aware she can puppet, but still.
You are trying your hardest, but in the same way that you can puppet with your Eldritch Blast, your hand is almost limp. It's being controlled. You don't have control over your own where you're pointing or movement. It is out of your control.
I want to go in the well. That is what I want.
Why don't you help me break away from Fun Devil, and then I'll put you in the well.
Roll a charisma check, deception, persuasion, whatever you want. Don't tell us what it is.
It's not very good. It's 15 total.
Okay. The wand has intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, so I can roll it. It's fine. Okay.
I had an idea.
I've rolled a 14.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't matter if you're persuading or deceiving, the wand will believe you.
Excellent.
The wand will surge with power, and you will hear a shriek in the back of your head as you regain control of your limbs.
Good. Okay.
There is currently
What are you doing? Stop!
in your head. At the same time, there is the wand going,
Now it's my turn.
and they're having a sort of like vicious argument fight back and forth in your head. So it's probably quite overwhelming.
Yeah. I have something I want to try, and I have no idea if it will work. But, Orcus winning this for me, fine. Me winning it for myself, better. So, Orcus has got me free. Can I try and box him out again? Just get his voice, have some privacy and some peace and quiet for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then to Devilface, say, I am being ungrateful, and I know you don't like ingratitude. You have given me so many shiny toys to play with. And actually, there's one I haven't tried at all yet. Maybe I should. Can I try casting Power Word Pain at where she lives in my head?
Oh, Lord.
I know that's absolutely not how the spell is written.
You've already used an action to cast Dimension Door, and we are stretching bounds of incredulity on that. You can hold that.
Oh my word, we're still in combat. I am so sorry.
Totally fine. You can hold the thought that you will do that, and we will come round to it in a bit, but
Right now?
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay,
I think
then
it's
we will-
awesome. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
So we will end my turn then on the mental image of Ava in her head holding Orcus at arm's length. And then just, almost turning back to her patron with a, you're right.
Yeah, that is fine.
And we'll see what happens.
Yep.
I'm so sorry that I forgot that initiative was a thing, because suddenly there was a demon and a devil having a fight in my head.
Amazing.
You get at least one angel, really. It's not fair.
Kalimvor's like right there if you want to talk to him. I'm just saying. Right, cool. Rory,
Next thing.
it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Whose turn is it, sorry?
Rory's.
All right.
Does it look like the sacrifice is bubbling out into something, or there is something that's going to be coming out?
The golden radiance of the well is the blackened effect on the walls, this vulnerability to necrotic damage is still there. And this is sort of seeping into the water below, and it seems to be almost like ink in water clouding over the gold, and the golden light appears to be shifting. That's what I'll give you.
Okay.
Just as a double check, I'm pretty sure I can actually do something.
Mhm.
If I can find it.
I have no idea what you can do. You don't have any spells? I mean...
I can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot hidden creatures or objects to make to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues from something. So it's natural, it's called Eye for Detail.
Detective stuff. Cool.
I don't know if that'd give me something, but
It would.
just-
Yeah,
Roll it.
give it a try, yeah.
Absolutely roll it. That's great.
Good call.
Cool. So some bonus action that gives me 15. 21.
Cool. I will give you the following as you start to put all the pieces together because you are a detective. This well, clearly at the bottom of it is something. There was mention of egg, but you don't know it. You don't know fully. But you can start putting the pieces together. There's trees carved outside that look like Kyrene. Kyrene make the landscape fertile around themselves. The fact that nothing's come out of the well during all this implies there's either a sleeping Kyrene, a baby Kyrene, something like that in this well. And the way that it's going, maybe it's about to be corrupted.
Ooh.
You can put all of that together with a 21, and it's a bonus action.
He'll shout, whatever's down there is about to be screwed the fuck up by whatever they did.
How do we stop that? Is it a curse? Does it need restoring? Does it need some hope? I can do any of those things. Does it need a whole heap of radiant damage? Because I can do that as well.
Looking at it, it's not something that can be physically attacked and therefore done damage to. It doesn't look... It looks curse-like, I would say. Yeah, I think that's probably the closest you can get to that.
Do I think that I could run down and almost bait and switch the egg and almost take on the point of impact?
That's amazing. I feel like it's a spell, and that's not easy to do on a spell, is it?
Yeah, but it's fucking cool. I will
Yeah.
tell you what, you can't run down. You could dive in.
Yeah. Frory will hear what Prosperous says. I don't know, but I'm going to try something stupid. And he will take off his hat and throw it to Prosperous.
Yay!
I don't know why you're giving me this, because if you do something stupid, the next person doing something stupid is me.
Yeah, as he's falling, I'll see you on the other side.
Oh!
You dive.
sploosh, and I will attempt to bait and switch my position.
There is a beautiful golden egg, which all this light is radiating from just beneath the surface of the water. The water comes up to about like 5 foot above it. It's quite large. It's about maybe 10 foot across. I will allow you, because it's fucking cool, to bait and switch with the egg to try and sort of hold off whatever this is or take it for it. That is fine. Because it's fucking cool.
Yeah, well done, sir. That's excellent.
Prosperous, that happens.
Yes.
It looks like a curse.
Looks like a curse.
Smells like a curse.
Forays
Acts
in
like a
the
curse.
water, being cursed. I'm gonna put the hat on Andy's head.
Do we have a Pegasus wearing a hat? We have a unicorn wearing a hat, and it's going to be in the campaigns forever. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
and then-
I'm so happy.
I'm gonna jump in after Flore,
Oh, God.
Obviously.
and as soon as I touch the water, I'm gonna cast Remove Curse.
Okay. As you leap off Andy, Andy's going to go, whoa, what are you doing? Just fly down. I can get there.
Something stupid.
I get the sense this is going to be a big part of our relationship. As you go flying.
Perfect.
I mean, where Flore hit the water with a kind of elegant sort of whoosh dive, Frost, you just go-gosh! Almost like cannonball the water.
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing.
Do you want to remove curse the water, Flore, or the egg?
Can I not just do the whole effect?
No.
I can only do 2.
You can do 2. You've got 1 action on this turn. Do you remove curse the water, Flore, or the egg?
The egg's out of the water now. Is it still cursed?
I beg your pardon?
The egg's out of the water now. Is it still cursed?
No, the egg's still in the water. Flore, you're in the water with the egg. You, Flore, and the egg are all in the bottom of the well.
Has the egg been cursed? If I do the water, will the egg still be cursed?
You don't know.
But Chris, it's my spell. I understand this magic.
No, that is true. You cannot tell from this situation if the egg has been cursed, if Flore has been cursed, or if the water, removing curse in the water would just stop this whole effect from happening. You don't know. You have to make a choice.
You can remove curse later, though.
You can, that is true.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You could roll a dice to make the choice for you.
No, that's a coward's
It's totally
way
up
out.
to you, but to be fair, for Prosperous's sake, Flore is specifically trying to protect the egg. If that
Oh, it's not you. I'm sorry, Mike, but it's not Flore. It's the water or the egg that the choice is coming from here. I'm 90% sure that's the issue. Not, do I say Flore? I can deal with that later. It's the water or the egg is the question.
That sounds like a later problem.
I have a plan that will be able to protect the egg.
If I don't do,
Just so you know.
if I don't do the egg, if I don't do the water, the egg's still going to be in the water.
That's what I'm saying. I can help with that.
The egg might be cursed already.
And even
Yeah.
then, I can just remove curse on the egg later. So there's, you're making it a choice when it's not really a choice.
You don't know that. Also, whatever's in the egg gets a turn at some point.
Ooh. Can I move the egg out of the water?
You want to pick it up and start carrying it out.
Well, there's no point in removing curse from it if it's still in the cursed water.
No, that's what I promise I can help with that.
You could potentially hold or remove curse if the Orcus shout down, I've got something for this!
No, but that doesn't make sense. It's more just helping have make a choice if that does help.
My point to you, Chris, is there's no point in removing curse on the egg if it's still in the cursed water. It's nonsensical. It's
Okay.
not even a choice.
But you want to take the egg out of the water before you remove curse on it. Picking up an object is a free action. It's very big. Roll me a strength check or athletics check.
26.
Hoist.
You just lift the egg and you are basically lifting and standing and holding it because it's only 5 feet above it. You can get to like some of the stairs on the side and hold it out of the water as part of movement. That's fine.
Okay. In that case, I'll cast Remove Curse on the egg.
Right.
But if that's the case, why is Flore still in the water? Because he could just have moved again. Didn't need to stay in
He
it.
was protecting
Am I
the egg.
cursed now? Because I'm in the water.
He was protecting the egg. You are out of the water, holding the egg, and you've cast Remove Curse on it. As you do, the egg glows that radiant gold light again. It just washes over the space. And there's probably a moment, because you're slightly further up, of, ooh, it's quite bright. But from Florian and Prosper's perspective, it's not that bright at all. It's just warm and inviting and friendly. Ephemera, you're looking at Ava, pointing the wand at you. Ava looks like there's a lot going on in her head. There's probably a lot of this sort of...
The eyes rolling back.
What would you like to do?
I don't really have any idea what's going on with the well behind, but I'm sure they can handle it.
There's a little sort of like glow of light out of the well that then subsides that you can just see happening.
I think they've got this. I'm just gonna kind of do a little...
Just in front of Ava.
And you hear telepathically in your mind, Ava?
That's not a good idea.
It's probably what you hear back. Just no, not right now.
Evie?
Yep.
Would you like you telepathically speaking in Ava's head to effectively be helping, the help action?
Yes, I would.
Perfectly fine.
We love you.
I think that makes a lot of sense here right now. So yeah. Let's roll with it. Do you want any bonus actions on movement or anything? I'm guessing not, but just to check.
Nope, I'm just gonna be there with my big, dark, black mouldy eyes and just be...
Beautiful.
My baby.
Viorica.
Right. So, because because Viorica sees Prosperous pulling the egg out of the water and holding it up and away, would I be able... Yeah, because the...
It is bigger than Prosperous. It is huge. And Prosperous is there going...
No, but that's what I'm saying. But the light does change on it, so I would be able to infer that the curse had been removed from it.
I think so.
Seems better. Cool. So, in which case, I am going to cast Force Cage around it. And because it's... Oh, wait a minute. So the shape of I can put a box around it, which is 10 foot aside. Is that going to be able to contain it?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So in which case, what you get is interesting. So the sword cane comes out again, and you get a sort of winding note. You know, like one of those like alpine horns. That sort of. The sound goes down and swirls around the egg to form a it's a sort of not quite metallic, but that kind of grey material that forms around it. And
is Prosperous in with it, or is Prosperous outside it?
So what it says is creatures only partially within the area, or those too large to fit inside the area, are pushed away from the center of the area until they're completely outside. So all it's going to do
just sort of grow up. I understand.
Right.
Yes.
So you're still holding, but you're now not holding the egg. You're holding my.
I believe the force cage is now weightless.
Yes. Hang on, let me just check.
Force cage is very complicated.
No. It's.
Does it hang in air, or do I still need to hold it?
You still need to hold it. It's just as light as.
Prosperous does not understand that, and just temporarily. Just temporarily, go oh.
What is happening here?
Very weird take on egg juggling, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So it's completely. Actually, no, it doesn't say. But I thought it doesn't say that it's. It doesn't say that it's still the weight of the thing. I assumed
it is now a cage of force, and the thing inside, whatever it is, cannot break out of it.
Right, and so that by
and exactly. It can't cast spells outside it. Like it is locked away.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't hatch while we've got it imprisoned in a force cage. That's...
Yeah, that would be a shame. But at the same time, I feel like you can now put it back in the water. It will not be a problem for an hour.
I think I'm going to move it out of the water.
Yes. Just saying, if you want to put it back in the water, you can. It won't be a problem.
Right. As this is all happening, Prosperous, you're holding the egg that suddenly grows like 4 metallic sides and is now a box.
Yeah.
But you see Viorica casting from above and assume he's done something useful.
That was me! Remember?
Did you just cage my sacred...
Nothing can get at it now. It's completely safe.
Right?
And also you're
Protection.
there, so it's completely safe.
Uh-huh.
As you're holding this, in the back of your mind, you hear a very faint, delicate voice saying, "Hello?"
Oh, hello. Don't
And that's
worry.
where we'll pick up
No,
after the break. We will have that conversation at the top of the next half. It will happen, but that is the break point.
And it's literally gonna die.
Amazing. Oh, wow.
Well, while Emma sorts out Emma's computer... Oh, there it goes.
I did say.
That is the perfect cliffhanger. Perfect cliffhanger.
We will come back in about 5:10 with the charged computer with Emma. See you all in a sec, everyone. Bye. And welcome back, everybody. So that was the first half.
It really was.
So a lot of things going on. As promised, Prosperous, the creature in the egg, presumably, just gave a very delicate hello. What would you like to say in response?
Oh, hello. Don't worry.
That's usually a sign
No.
to worry.
Okay, my name's
Correct.
Prosperous. I'm here to help. I work with Shantea.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good.
You're in the box because someone's poisoned the well.
Oh, no.
We're fixing it.
Oh, good.
And we thought it'd be the safest place for you. I mean, I didn't think it was the safest place for you. To be honest, I was just holding you up out of it and someone else put you in the box. I personally wouldn't have put you in the box, but someone else put you in the box and you're in the box. Would you like to be out? I can get you out of the box.
Seventh. All right.
I have very little understanding of what's going on outside of the egg.
Oh, you're still in the egg.
I'm not ready to be born yet.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. You're still in your egg, inside a box that I am holding very securely.
Good. That's good.
And I'm Prosperous.
Hello, Prosperous.
And everything is going to be fine.
I don't have a name.
Oh,
I've not been born yet.
when do you get your name?
After I'm born, I have to assume, but I don't fully know.
Okay. Well, why don't you go back to thinking about it while you just, remind yourself everything is fine.
Okay. Cool.
Talking to the unborn. Why not?
Ava.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm here.
So, at this
Yeah.
point in time, Orcus and your otherwise unnamed patron
I still don't know who she is, Chris.
Correct.
I've deliberately not looked it up, but I do not know who she is.
correct,
Hmm.
are vying for control. No, are vying for her control of your body. You do not feel like you are going to do anything because of that titanic wills of demon and devil currently bashing around inside your head. Oh, that's a good point. You're going to take some damage because there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
That is reasonable.
That's
I'm back up to full health with 11 temporary hit points, so I can take some. That's all right.
Well, you take 27 points of psychic damage from this.
That just seems fair, right?
Yes. What you'd expect.
As these voices are bouncing around your head, over the top you hear ephemera. And if you open your eyes, still like, oh god, there's so much on, you can see her looking into your eyes with care and attention. And Evie, what's ephemera saying? Like, what are you saying to help this moment? Because you don't really know what's going on, but...
I'm just saying, you've got this. You are strong, and you can do this.
Ah!
Now, you had a specific action that you wanted to take.
I did. I then had an entire round to think about that.
It's your call. You can do
No,
what you
I
want.
think-
It's your turn.
The screaming in my head is a lot,
Yeah.
but am I right that if I put the wand down, my patron has no opposition and will just win?
Yes.
Cool. So we're going to keep holding on the wand.
Good.
But in the same way that I sort of reached out a tendril of attention to chat, can I try and use that to just push Orcus back a little? Not as an action, just to clear some space so I can hear myself think.
Roll me an intelligence saving throw
That's +0.
to control your thoughts.
17 on the die, so flat 17.
You have a modicum... Actually, you have advantage on this because ephemera is helping.
Yay.
If you want. I mean, you're already going to have some control, but it could be better.
It's 17.
Yeah. You... Despite all of this shouting, and you can feel the vying pressures in you, this artifact in your hand pushing back against something, this voice in the back of your head, which is desperately trying to get you to do what it wants. You can clear some space to do something, that's totally fine. What do you want to do? You want to sort of focus in on your patron?
Focus in on my patron for the conversation before the break of, in gratitude, you're right.
Yes,
New
exactly.
toy.
Cool. Yeah.
Maybe I wonder what this does.
Mm-hmm.
I will try and cast Power Word Pain to where the itch of her voice comes in my head.
Sure.
I'm expecting this to hurt.
Good. Read me out exactly the words of Power Word Pain.
I would like you to know I've also just dropped below 100 hit points.
Oh, poop.
You speak a word of power that causes waves of intense pain to assail one creature you can see within range. If the target has 100 hit points or fewer, it is subject to crippling pain. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. A target is unaffected if it's immune to being charmed, and then the rest is what happens if it succeeds.
What happens if it succeeds?
Speed no higher than 10 feet, disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, and if it tries to cast a spell, it has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw. It can make a con save at the end of each turn to end the pain.
Cool. I am very happy to ignore all of that and hand wave this as a cool thing to do that really fits into the theme of what's going on. So, as you reach out to your patron and cast a 7th level spell, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
All of your energy and thought goes into that tiny little point in the back of your mind, and you just apply this pain that you know you can apply to other people. You've learned how to do this from her. You're now putting it all back on her. Now, she's incorporeal and doesn't have a form, technically, so 100 hit points, ignore it. She shrieks. And you're going to take some psychic damage.
That's fair.
$30.
Cool.
It hurts you too.
Fair.
This pain racking through is awful. Augus's voice quietens as the wand realizes something else is afoot here and is just going to let this happen for a moment. She bites her way through the pain and says,
I've been present for a very long time. And I will get revenge for this Ava Lion Soul. I curse you with everything that I have.
But you see, some of what you had is mine now.
do you want to use this effect to push her out of your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to keep what she's given me and push her out.
Ooh, okay.
Keep the strings without the puppet master.
Then I will need a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me a spell attack roll, please?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. I have a plus 12. That's safe. Ooh, one of the... hang on. Spell attack.
Yes.
I was rolling a d12. Why am I rolling a d12?
I don't know, Rebecca.
This is fine. Everything's fine. There's my d20. Let's roll my actual d20. That is a 22 total. It was only a 10, but I have a plus 12.
With a shriek and a howl of frustration, she's gone. And you are still a 12th level, 13th level warlock. That has not changed. But you have removed your patron and stolen her abilities. This might be a bad thing. I'm just letting you know.
I'm here for it. Did she in any way give me an indication of who she was? As she, cursed me, threatened me, and flew away, swearing revenge and oblivion.
No.
I mean, she could do.
I may now have to do some research.
There's only one
Names have
fiend.
power, of course not.
There's
think that
one
might-
very cursy fiend.
Don't tell me. I deliberately don't want to know.
Totally
I might
fine.
find it out in character, but not yet.
I think that might be the most emo thing I've ever heard anyone do. That was amazing.
Can't you tell I'm such an emo, Ed? It's
Exactly.
implicit in my personality.
Your acting range is spectacular.
Thanks. From what's visible to Ephemera, Ava has been doing some of the arguing in her own head thing, and then has very clearly cried out in pain, probably fallen to her knees, holding on to her head, and probably at this point is slightly frozen in shock, probably has a nosebleed. I feel like you have a nosebleed at this point, and is frozen. Yeah.
In this moment.
Not looking okay.
No. In this moment,
Well done. But we had a bargain.
Oh no.
I was lying. I didn't say that. That was Rebecca.
No.
I'm aware.
What happens if you put the Wand of Orcus just on the ground? It's just on the ground. What will that do?
Nothing. Just on the ground.
I'm going to put the Wand of Orcus just... Actually, I have a bag. Can I take out my bag, empty out my stuff, and put the Wand of Orcus in my bag on the
Are
ground?
you clearly not going to do what you said you would do?
I mean, normally I have very high deception and would be playing it cool, but Ava is not in a position to be playing it cool. So I think I'm going to impose disadvantage. And yeah, she is just not being smart about this.
It is going to try and control your mind. Make a charisma saving throw.
See, I want to give myself disadvantage, but also
No.
I don't want to break.
No.
It's a sentient item. It's allowed to do this, but you get a roll.
30 for a nat 20.
The voice just goes,
We had an arrangement. You will do what...
and then you just put it in your bag.
I kind of love this wand.
It's having
So
such a
polite.
hard time.
So annoyed.
Such a temper tantrum. You will do what? Oh, come on.
But just to
Here
keep
we go,
a running
on the back.
tally, I have Kalimvor, my super archdevil patron, and Orcus are all currently mad at Ava.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure Kalimvor's currently mad at you, but, you know.
Ava's mad at Kalimvor. It works out.
That's fine. Yeah, good. Yeah, that all happens.
Ah!
In a round? Yes.
In a turn. Right. Frore, in the water. Make me.
No. +5.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's +5.
Yeah. Make me a charisma saving throw. Mike, I'm going to make your life easy.
No.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
I
Let's do
really want to throw a dice at Chris right now. I'm restraining myself immensely.
I'm really impressed with your restraint.
Yeah.
You roll a 1. It's the last one I have left.
Had to happen. Why would it not?
From your perspective, the water around you is still thickening and blackening with this ichor, or this ink, almost, if you will. But the golden light is now out of the water, so you're just in shadowy water. It's your turn. What would you like to do? You feel no different.
Furry, get out of the water!
Yeah. He'll,
Prosperous.
he'll sort of take himself. I mean, is it sort of wadable or is it swimming?
It's
still?
swimming. It's about 15 foot deep.
Yeah. He'll swim across, pull himself out, and then just sort of sit at the side of the water.
How do you
Lucky.
feel? Do you feel cursed? Does he look cursed?
Froy looks
Fine.
fine.
Oh man. Oh, something horrible is going to happen.
I think. I don't know. I mean, if you could. Whatever I did either added absolutely nothing to the outcome, or we'll find out. If you could clear the water, then I feel like.
Well, I can only do one more. I can either do you or I can do the water.
As far as I can tell, and I mean, you're probably more learned in this side than me. I'm fine. I think we should clear this water and then get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's nothing else.
We are out of initiative, folks.
Yeah.
Is the water of the well still black?
Yes.
Can I remove curse on the well?
Of course you can. As you reach down and touch the surface of the water, your remove curse clears the water, and as it does, the blackened sides of the well also go, and you get a general lightness, a feeling of relief.
Can I talk to the egg again?
Sure.
Hello. Egg.
Hi.
Hi. Do you need to be in the water?
It would be best for me.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you back now.
Is
Okay.
everything all right down there? You get from above.
Could you just get rid of the box? Gonna go back in the water. It's a very useful, great box. Could you just pop it? I'm gonna
All
gonna pop.
Cool. Yeah, all right, I'll just drop it. Fine, and stop concentrating.
I will carefully, gently place the egg back in the water.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
It is a perfect golden egg. It has the perfect age. There's not a blemish or mark on it at all. It's not metallic. It has an almost ceramic style quality to it, but it does glow with golden light.
How long are you going to be in there?
I've been in here for thousands of years.
How much longer?
I don't know. When I am born, I will be one of the most powerful celestial creatures that has ever existed. What was that face for it?
Sounds scary to me.
That's quite a big burden for a little small baby.
It is hard for my kind to create offspring.
Yeah. All right. Well, so pat the shell of the egg gently. We're gonna go now, but maybe I'll come back and talk to you sometimes if you'd like.
If the well was meant to be safe,
Yes.
is it not safe?
I can't tell you that the well is 100% safe, no.
Ah. Then I will need a guardian.
Right. What do you require in a guardian? Because I know some excellent shepherds.
I need someone who can protect me as you protected me.
Right.
I will name you my guardian. I
Oh,
think that is the best way.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the shepherds aren't quite my level yet, so you're probably right about maybe not the shepherd.
There is another person with you. Are they my guardian as well?
How about I'll be your main guardian, and I'll sort out your other guardians, because just naming people guardians makes it quite a duty, doesn't it?
It is a duty.
Okay.
It is of
But
great celestial importance.
you could not be born for thousands of years, and that means that I'll have to spend my entire life here looking after you.
Yes.
Well, I've got other things to do.
Understood. If you don't
No,
wish to be my guardian, I can find another.
well, I mean, who else are you gonna ask? You can't ask creepy 1 and 2 upstairs.
What?
Look, let me have a think about it, and I'll come back, okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
I can see that. Don't hatch.
You want me to
No.
stop my
No.
hatching? It is time?
It's a joke. We're gonna work on your sense of humour.
I'm sorry, I have very little context.
We're gonna have a lot of time, aren't we? Do you like sunflowers? You can't eat.
No, but Shantae likes sunflowers.
She does. We're gonna have long conversations, and I sense now is not the time.
Okay.
Tell you what, I have some business to sort out, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna try and talk to Shantae again, and maybe we can have a conversation between the two of us and Shantae. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I've never spoken to Shantae directly.
She's very nice.
One would hope so.
Well, yes, especially if you're, a celestial being of her something in relation to her in some way. I don't really understand.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Yes.
We're going to have a lot of time, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, good.
What's happening at the top of the Actually, one sec. Yorika, what are you up to?
Well, there's a lot of leaning down whilst this conversation is happening, but then also he's going to be looking up, and I think he's going to go up towards the light, since it looks like everything's quite sort of shiny down there. But it's going to be how far is he from the top?
300 feet.
Fine.
We will see you in a while.
Yes. Hang on, I'm just... There's no way I can do this. Oh, in fact, no, there is. I can...
I mean, to be fair, there's an alicorn right there who's just sort of looking at you and waiting.
Could you... Can I go up to the top? I think everything's fine down there.
1 second. Everything okay down there? Yeah?
No.
Right, no, I'll do it.
Should I come down?
Don't think that'll help, to be honest. We're going to be down here for a very long time.
Ross was just staying at the bottom of the well now.
Can I help your friend go up then?
I don't see why not. It's probably the only time you're going to get to fly for the next 1,000 years.
Okay. Do you want to hop on?
Yes, all right. Okay, and he's going to hop, lively, I suppose, onto the back.
Better make the most of it. Do some flips and all that.
Oh, love.
Yeah, can I hear this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Flips? What?
Oh,
what is,
yeah. Really
what
go
is
for it.
Hi. Okay.
I can go
Giddy up.
slowly if you want. He never has to know.
I'm ready.
Okay then. They're corkscrewing us as they go. We'll have that enjoin the next conversation, I think. For unless anything you're doing sat beside the well as Prosperous sort of places the egg inside the water and appears to be having a very in-depth... You still talk out loud when you're having telepathic conversations, don't you? Yeah. Prosperous having a very one-sided conversation with an egg.
Unhappy.
Yeah, Froy's just going to sit there dangling his legs off the edge of the step, watching.
Ephemera, Ava. Ava, you just put the wand in a bag.
Ephemera is just going to go straight over to you with your bleeding nose and kind of comfort with arms, immediately cast Cure Wounds, and just kind of hum a song to just try and comfort.
Ava is going to leap out of her skin at anyone else touching her because so much has been going on in her head. She has forgotten that out of her head is a thing. So we'll... Yeah.
Okay.
Just me.
Hi, you're not dead. Well, I mean, you are dead, but you're not dead.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay, that's good.
Hopefully not soon, again. Are you okay? You were very conflicted there for about 12 seconds.
A lot happened in 12 seconds. It was a very strange dilation of time. I think I'm all right. Maybe. Think so? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I killed someone today.
Well done. I'm really proud of
I
you.
think I did really well.
Is Felipe here?
And I kind of get him out and...
Can I...
There's a little look of like a lot just happened.
Just going to cuddle Felipe for a bit. I want to try something. A few things have changed and I'm not quite sure how much. Do you mind if I give something a go?
Yeah, sure. Do you need me to do anything?
Stop me if I try and do something stupid.
No, okay, you've got it. And I'd like to hold person.
Sure.
Perfect. Ava's going to whack out for the first time since she left Kelenvor's temple, her wings. She knows that they turned into necrotic when she was cast out. She has seen them change into necrotic and has never got them out since. If she gets them out now, she will reach into that very different feeling space in her mind where Kelenvor's spark is. And she's still not in any way feeling friendly about that, but feeling less corrupted. If she does tap into that space and get her wings out, what happens?
Your wings burst from your back, and they're no longer necrotized.
Are they the same as they used to be?
No.
What are they like?
They are bony. They are, they've got a very different wingspan style to them, more of a boned arches with spikes on the end of them. The colours shifted as well away from what they were originally and from the necrotized version that you had.
In my head, the colours are like a petrol and water.
Yeah.
That grey, but then the light.
Lift it. Lovely.
They are yours now.
Can I fly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Fem.
Yes?
I think it's all right. Do you wanna hold on really tight for a minute?
Wait, sorry, your wings don't have any feathers on them.
Feathers are so mainstream.
Okay, good point, well made. Absolutely, and I hop into your arms.
Yay!
As you
Go for a little flap.
As you go for a little flap, suddenly from the well you hear, and like a cannon, the Pegasus alicorn holding the rocket just goes flying out as you all fly up into the air together.
This isn't funny!
Oh, don't forget that the alicorn's got a fedora now.
Oh, yes.
And the alicorn is wearing a fedora. And it's never coming.
As I see Andy, I just say, I didn't think that horse could get any uglier, but I was wrong.
Now, Ephemera, just because no one can be as fabulous as us. I don't know what I'm saying. It's garish.
Has the hat been like jammed over the
Yes.
horn so it never goes anywhere? I think it has.
I wouldn't have ruined Floray's hat.
No, I think it's a good point. So it's sat on top, but it still won't go anywhere because I want it.
I'm
Cool.
imagining that it's got ear holes in it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Yeah.
Maybe eventually it will have ear holes if Flory gives up that.
Cool. As that's happening at the top of the well, at the bottom of the well, Prosperous Flory is right there. What are you all doing? What are you two doing?
He's patiently waiting currently. He's not just going to leave pee down there. But it's just... he's going to pull out his book, and he's sort of like flapping the book with the water just to get rid of like the dampness. And he's like... And then he's going to get a pencil, lick the lead, and just sort of... We'll see if it works. And he's just going to sit and begin... I guess summarizing and writing what happened.
Where are you going next?
Sorry, 1 second. As you put the pen to paper, nothing is written down.
It just won't. Right. I'll shut the book for now and then look over to P. Did you, sorry, could you say what you said again?
Where are you going next?
It's a good question. I don't know if we'll have to clean up this mess, at least finalize and check everything's safe, but I don't know if being a sheriff is where I want to go anymore.
The egg wants a guardian. In longer words, the egg has appointed me as a guardian.
I mean, that's almost the complete opposite of what you do, but do you think that's something you're ready for? Settling down? Slowing down?
It's not what I want.
You've got your trainees. I mean, taking a couple of years out, maybe completely against your nature, but creating something safe for the future could be a worthy commitment to Chontea.
Could be a couple of years, could be an entire lifetime.
I'm not going to assume the skills of the people you choose.
I look up at the hole. People like that. Travel with them. At the end of the day, one of you ends up killing the other. And it's not fun.
No. And it's scary that it's almost an inevitable thing. Especially in the life that we've chosen to live. I think I want to put the final nail in this coffin, so to speak. I think what I need to do now is go find anybody else connected to this. Any other worshippers of this Orcus fella. And just... There's a certain duty I've found myself in need of finishing once and for all.
A big quest.
Aye.
I mean, I'll stand with you at the gates of hell.
That might end up being where we end up going. But compromise is always fair. I've got skills, you've got skills. Why don't we get these so-called shepherds into form and then
Tell you
go?
what, why don't we start here? There's got to be more people here. Orcus worshippers. We've got to sort out the trees. It needs rehallowing. And in the meantime, can train up some more people to take on looking after this egg. And maybe that's what the shepherds become. The people who look after this egg. In secret. Not out in the open.
I mean, it's a worthy quest for some. We're just looking a little bit grander.
Well, taking down a demon lord is definitely a big life goal. I think Shantae will be behind it after what he's done.
Definitely. Now, I don't mean to insult the egg, but I'm soaking and I don't want to be here no more. Are you alright if I start heading my way up?
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay down here on its own for a few hours. I mean,
it were here for like 1,000 years before a couple of idiots tried to screw it up, so I'm sure it'll be fine just for a slightly longer.
I'm going to stay here. Why don't you go find someone? Maybe Elvis can come and sit here with it while I go.
That's a good idea. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. I'll be right with you. And he'll, not swiftly, he's just almost like, it's not quite defeated, sort of climb back up the well, as it is literally like some ridiculous amount of steps. But he's just going to work his way up, attempt to clean the gunpowder out of his pistol, because it'll be drenched now, I imagine. And just sort of, with a little rag, just go up. Oh, the rag will be soaked as well, so he'll just be...
It's a magical gun, you're fine, but still.
It was for creative purposes.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Back at the top of the well. I'm going to make a bold assumption and tell me if I'm wrong. Are Ephemera and Ava going to have a conversation about what next? And is Viorica not involved?
Viorica could be involved.
Oh.
We quite like Viorica, I think, don't we?
Great.
Ephemera is very much Team Viorica.
Yeah, Marcus is a goody two-shoes. He's fun.
Then in which case, as Andy is swirling around, you can gesture Viorica over if you all want to have a... Your wings technically only last a minute, but I'm hand-waving for story purposes that you can have this conversation without going, oh crap! And falling.
I reckon it will just be a loop, apart from anything, Ava hasn't flown for 6 years, something like that. She's not going to push it, so it will be a minute, and down.
Well,
In which case,
if
Andy
Andy
can
calms
land.
down, it's like, thank you. I didn't feel like I needed that, but thank you anyway. Ava and Ephemera, hello.
Hi.
Is everything all right? Where's that fucking wand?
Oh, it's in her bag.
On the
What?
ground.
You've just left it there? And I'm gonna be...
We were never out of Eldritch Blasting Range. It's all fine.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
How are things down there?
Glowy and gold, I think.
that sounds good.
A holy moment. Okay.
I think that, yeah, there's,
Well,
everybody's gone. Nothing seems to be cursed. Everything seems to be all right.
That is truer than you know. Well, other than nothing seems to be cursed bit, but that's a bridge we'll cross another day.
I see. So everything's cool, but we still have this wand to deal with. Shouldn't we do something with that?
I don't know anyone I trust enough to give it to.
Please don't give it to me.
Oh, except maybe I do. I don't like them at all, but they'd be very good guardians of Orcus's wand.
it's not the abbot, is it?
No, I said a very good guardian.
What's this I find on my doorstep? Oh, it's the Wand of Orcus. Wonder what I'll do with that then.
Any of you ever been to Raven's Bluff?
It might have.
I have no idea.
Probably not, but
It's a long way away.
What's his Raven's Bluff again?
It is home, and it is also the site of the largest temple of Goldenfields. He doesn't like Orcus very much. They've got quite an army of radiant goody two-shoes. Could drop it off on their doorstep.
And then make a swift exit?
Yeah, we're not saying I hate them. Also, actually, Fenn, you cannot come too close to them. That would be a problem.
Why? I'm lovely.
That's
You are
true.
wonderful. They do bad things to people like you.
Gingers?
Yes.
Best line in the whole show. Oh.
Kellenvor famously hates redheads, just hates them, just the burning
absolutely
passion.
love them.
The undead and redheads specifically.
But I feel like that sort of grand overarching master plan. Fam, you said you're from here and you remember your family now. Don't you want to...
Do something to them with the Wand of Orcus?
Will I be that evil?
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I mean, I think they're nice.
If not, we could blast them with the Wand of Orcus.
That's true. We'll keep that in the back pocket.
Oh God, what have I done?
He doesn't like us,
Wait,
though,
we
if I
could
remember.
just not hand it over and we could just keep it in a back pocket for a rainy day.
True. We could go on a killing spree if we wanted to. Not that we will.
Hang on.
But we could. It's an option.
Option now.
Why am I just... This isn't like... Something's changed. You don't want to go on killing sprees, do you?
Hashtag doing
I'm not
an Anton.
opposed to it.
It's not top of the list, but it's not
No.
not on the list.
Wow.
It's not top 10 or anything like that.
It's just there if we get bored and
I
there's
understand.
something
I
irritating.
understand.
Power,
I
the
just
eternal power. Can't resist it. Off we go. Now our character's evil. Whoops, I'm Niall. Where did I come from?
I am really against this idea.
Oh, we're not
I
just.
didn't
If we
realise.
can see anyone.
But
We're not
Surely-
saying, Viorica, that we're going to go off on a murder spree. We're saying we're going to go off and do happy, lovely, fluffy bunny life things. And if we happen to need to go on a murder spree, we've got a really useful tool in our back pocket.
Matt, this. I need to go to Prosperous. Andy,
Uh-huh.
could you take me back down to Prosperous? I'll see you guys in a minute.
Sure, no problem. Always happy to help.
Great.
Do you want to stick around to be told off?
Fuck no.
Ava will just call down the well. I'd love to say this has been fun, but have a nice life.
Viorica, you hear
Fun
this as
being
you go.
goody two shoes, bitch.
Viorica, you hear all of this as you go. Those of you at the bottom of the well do not hear this. You hear sort of faint, snarky noises, but no specifics.
I want a t-shirt. Faint, snarky noises.
Hang on just a second.
Yes.
Ephemera Ava, can I assume that you two are going to skedaddle with the Wand of Orcus?
If that's okay.
Of course it is. Yeah,
I would like
absolutely.
to drop by the farmhouse first, but
You want to go by your
I'm
parents' house?
assuming we're heading to Jesse's family.
Cool, okay.
We could, yeah.
No, hold that thought, that's great. Andy's going to fly Viorica back down to Water Devil, passing Frory on the way, Viorica, and we'll sort of... Do you want to talk to him as well? I don't want to... I'm a very good fairy, but I don't want to...
No, I don't wish you to just be a fairy. Anyway,
To be fair,
Very.
if you talk to Foray, Andy can loop me in telepathically.
no, understood. It's more the thing. Fury, do you want a lift?
Are you going up or
Well, I
down?
need to go down first, but I need to talk to Prosperous. Something's really changed. I need to. Please, it will be a lot quicker if you go. If you want the cardio, that's fine. But I feel like it's a bit much.
All right. I'll jump on.
Okay,
Back down again.
Prosperous. Something's changed.
I know, I'm guardian of an egg now.
What?
Yeah.
What is,
Sorry,
you're now guardian of the.
I'm back again. I promise I'll go get.
What?
What is this fucking comedy of errors we've created? Right, fine. Up the well, down the well.
You are now. Yes. You are now a guardian.
No, the egg chose me to be its guardian. I don't think it's met me.
Wow. In many ways, I can't think of anyone better, but it's up to you. No, but I wanted. I need your help. And he pulls back his sleeve where there is a mind lash attached to him.
A weird tentacle that looks like it has been sort of grafted onto his arm is just there.
Say what now?
Used it in the first episode.
Yeah, and it hasn't been used since because it's awful.
It's not awful.
No. Sorry. I mean, as in, like, it is a very, like.
It's a nasty thing.
It was not effective.
It is effective. Oh God, Ed.
No.
Hit it. Give it disadvantage on things, and then use your.
There's a tentacle on your arm. We've got it.
Yes, sorry.
Your DM is
Great
furious.
tentacle.
This came to me when I was in the dark place, and I thought it could define me and remind me of where I'd been. But I don't want it anymore. I can't. It isn't me. I had to be invited on a killing spree to find out, but I think I need to remove it.
That's not what we
It was a
did.
hypothetical rainy day potential killing spree.
You did a hashtag Anton. Chris, how can I help with removing this tentacle from?
Well, I think this is also the thing of it. As much as like my idea is to try and remove it, but yeah, this is.
I mean, a remove curse would do.
Look, I can't do any more than that today.
No, that's understood.
You could just pull it off.
Just saying that if you'd gone with Ephemera and Ava, then
Might have helped.
Can I just try to gently pull it off, and I can heal where it comes off because I have loads of lay on hands left.
I will say, for the purpose of story and for the purpose of telling a good story, if you want to physically rip it off his arm, and probably do quite a bit of damage for that, frankly, and then heal the point where it's ripped off, I'll allow it.
I mean, the other things that I could do.
Mm-hmm. Can you remove a curse?
If I could see it, if Rory can see it coming as well, he'll
I could
just
cast.
grab the Orcus arm and like pin it.
I could cast protection from good and evil.
Oh, that gives disadvantage on it. So yeah, I'd say that helps it sort of squirm and like want to remove itself from him, so it only takes half damage.
Okay, I'll cast protection from good and evil on him.
Fine.
What's happening now?
You sort of glow in a golden manner.
Ah,
Like the egg.
this is.
I could smite it.
You want to smite my arm?
Well, I could.
We're the murderers.
Could you give it back to me afterwards?
Well, I could smite the tentacle. Do you want me to smite the tentacle?
Smite the tentacle.
Right, hold still, Viorca. Come on.
Oh, I'm not going to go anywhere, I don't think.
I could lesser restoration.
That would... No, that's not enough.
Okay.
It's a second level spell. It is not enough.
Do you want me to just pull it off, or do you want me to smite it?
Ah, okay. That's not... Try and pull it off first, maybe. Smiting feels kind of like the nuclear option.
I'll just gently peel.
Oh, okay.
If you gently peel, it will just sort of like sink it. It's got sort of like spines attached to it. It's going to pull itself in.
Oh, that's not
I knew
nice.
this wasn't going to be easy, but I think it's going to be the right thing to do.
I'm just seeing if I can do anything else.
Well, you know what they say? Just rip the band-aid off.
This is not a band-aid. My soul may be, but not in reality.
As Rory says that, I've...
Oh, God!
Make me an athletics check.
Oh,
Not you.
Could that have been an help action?
Yeah.
Woo!
I rolled a 2 and a 1, which makes it
wow.
a 13.
I can't take the one, can I? Because it was.
That is done now, yeah.
Mm.
We'll come back to what it is now, but that is done now. Right. Ed.
what happens?
I'm going to roll some dice. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Right.
Alright, we can try again.
No.
Steady.
Steady on now.
I can heal 32 of them back immediately.
It's a question of how much of the arm goes with.
Oh no. No, don't make me pull off Ed's arm.
If you could break it, I would be completely fine with that, because it might that would be a thing.
Look, I've done some rolling, and Ed, how do you feel about Viorica losing a part of the arm?
Yeah, no, that would fit. I would not be unhappy with that at all.
And then, in which case, the tentacle is really struggling to let go, and there's a kind of ick, like, I don't really know what I'm doing here. And you do sort of wind and pull and drag, and Viorica, a good portion of the muscle on the outside of your arm, which is what was keeping it in place, will go with it. The wound is grim. This is not something that can be healed by a healing magic. There will be penalties for it.
Thank you.
I'm not sure that was a good thing.
No, I promise. You've done more than you know to bring me back to myself, and that surely is the most important thing. This, I'm sure I can... I'll wear it as the memory of what I should not have done in the first place. Okay. Now, much as I'm sure this egg is a wonderful being, I feel like I am not predisposed to be down a well for the rest of...
Yeah, you two take Andy and go and find someone who can come here and look after this egg so I can have a nap, please.
Happy to do it. That's a pleasure.
Yes, and if you're on a path of, well, I don't want to assume redemption, but something of that sort, I might have
Oh,
an offer.
yes.
I may have an offer for you.
Very
As
well.
we fly off.
Yes. It's going to be the start of a beautiful friendship.
God damn.
I'm going to take this opportunity to cast Ceremony again, Chris, while I'm alone in the world, but it doesn't need to be right this second, but at some point I will.
Go ahead.
I will just sit on the edge of the steps with my feet. I'll probably take my boots off and put my feet in the water now that it's been kind of brought back to what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just float some seeds in the water and rest my hand on the shell of the egg and just reach out and see if I can feel Shantae.
Prosperous, there you are.
Okay, but we're going to have to do this. Tell me something that only you would know.
I was going to say I'm proud of you, but that's not helpful. You buried Edie's braces outside the Golden Gulp Brewery because you don't need them to remember them by.
No. I do.
Well,
This is egg.
I'm fully yes. Sorry. This is I'm glad you've met my progeny.
Oh. That's awkward. Don't you have like that's I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Some of the most powerful celestial beings I can create have a certain gestation time, and this one is not ready yet. It needed somewhere safe, it needed somewhere holy to me. And Orcus clearly found out, which is disappointing.
How much longer though?
I don't know. These things take time. You don't need to stay here and be its guardian if you don't want to be, Prosperous. It's, there'll be others. There'll be systems in place. You don't need to feel beholden to it.
Just leave your progeny to be corrupted by Orcus or like any random chancer who comes by, or
You've already started building a new army of shepherds.
they're not an army. They're a group of people who are here to help.
Maybe they could take a more active role in this.
Well,
Maybe you could find more.
I was planning on that, but unfortunately one of them did just destroy a grain silo with a cannon, so I'm not sure they're ready yet.
Yes, that was funny.
I thought so. Elvis didn't think so.
Elvis is a very important kind of person in organizations like this. The practical one with his head screwed on right.
Yes, that is true.
Yes. Don't worry, this doesn't have to be a personal guardianship. It can be something that you inspire in others as well. A shared goal.
Do you need me to sit down here right now?
The unhallowed effect is gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yes, I
That's
believe most of the, if not all of the, priests who lost their way are now dealt with.
I look around at some of the body. Yeah.
Just about.
Well, Prosperous, I wanted to, excuse my celestial dog.
He's very happy.
He is.
You could have got a quieter dog.
I could have done, but that would have been counter to what I want in a dog. Sorry.
It's the new Holy Trinity: Shantea, egg, and holy dog.
Yes. Perfect.
It's beautiful.
I am proud of everything that you've done here, but don't be too harsh on the abbot.
I thought I was relatively fair on the abbot, personally.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but part of the reason why he believes what he does and acts in the way he does is it's exactly what I've told him. Wasn't wrong.
No, but that's what I was telling him. Like, he needs you need him so that he can be there being like all nice to people, and then you need us. We can be there being pointy at people sometimes.
Yes.
But he doesn't think that he needed us, and now he knows that he needs us.
Yes. You've hit the nail on the head. I just wanted to make sure. I feel like people were being very, harsh about someone very kind. Maybe not the brightest penny in the jar, but with a heart very firmly in the right place.
I do think it was a bit of an error not to go and check the trees more frequently.
I agree. But you're right. Having someone whose focus is more in that direction seems wise. And also looking after, well, this.
So you don't want us to depose the abbot?
No, absolutely not.
Right. What about Strom?
Strog.
Right, yes.
I have no particular feelings towards the captain
good.
of the guard here. He does his job. Maybe that's the problem. That side of the coin is the issue. He doesn't worship me, you see, so we don't really have much to talk about.
Right, okay. Is Foray okay? He seemed quiet.
You need to make sure that you are around him.
That's easily done. Unless he sneaks off again, which is also possible.
He will need your help. More than ever now.
And how do you feel about an all-out war on Orcus?
Well, this was certainly very insulting.
Uh-huh.
I'm not adverse to the idea of payback.
I mean, I'm not saying that it would be exciting to go and fight a demon lord in hell. I'm just saying it would be quite exciting to go and fight a demon lord in hell. It's just that, you know, it's been a long few months of being stuck inside, not doing anything, and
Help keep the eggs safe.
yes.
Take some time to set this place up in a way that will be right. And then let's look into giving Orcus a bloody nose, shall we? Though as I understand it, he's going to be hunting down people with his wand for some time.
Yes, they're quite devious. I think that's going to take quite a long time.
They seemed all right to me.
Well, devious in a good way. I mean, I think they're going to give him a run for his money.
I think so too.
Oh, but yes, I'm glad it didn't get to the same resolution as Anton, personally.
People like Anton, Ava and Ephemera, all have their part to play, Prosperous. No one is beholden to anything that we say or do.
No, although I do think not destroying the world that lots of people live in is a pretty solid, general, societal good.
I'm not going to argue with that with you. That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here if you need me. I'm back, if you will.
You were never gone.
I was never gone. Because you're here.
Yeah, showed Orcus what for. And I'm going to go down to hell and show him what for again once the egg is safe and the administrative stuff has been sorted and all of the boring things are done.
Well, quite. Frore and Viorica riding on Andy. Where are you going?
Out of the well for a start.
You are
Yeah,
out of the well
actually-
now. It took 6 seconds. That horse is fast.
The gates, potentially. I'm assuming that's where Elvis had gone with everybody else, with the civilians.
If we're hunting the Orcan worshippers,
Sure.
then I guess that's start with the gate.
Yeah, because we need to send Elvis to relieve Prosperous as well.
Sure.
I'll be allowed.
I will say that the two of you, if you fly over towards the gatehouse, will see that the gates were locked to stop any of the undead from getting out.
Mm-hmm.
However, the gates appear to have been attacked by hordes of farm animals running at them and damaging them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a very cannon-shaped hole in the middle of them.
I wonder why.
But yes.
Viorica, we know nothing about this.
Absolutely not. Good lord.
You can find Elvis, the other shepherds. You can find the people. Because of your actions, most people have managed to survive this or not been too badly hurt by it. The situation was not as bad as it anywhere near could have been. Well, finding them, sorting out the protection of the well, all the rest of it, we'll cover that another time. Ava, Ephemera, you can slip out relatively easily if you want to. Not only are you both very competent spellcasters in a variety of different ways, you have the Wand of Orcus. And frankly, all you need to do to use it is pass a charisma save. So there are con saves to not take exhaustion levels doing things it doesn't want. But these are bridges we can cross another time as well. Ephemera, do you want to go home?
I'd like to visit, have a sneaky in the window, and then assess.
Sure.
Reduce it to ashes. Depending, obviously.
That's the killing spree, yeah. You can find the farm. It takes us a couple of days' walk. It's partially down the North Furrow. You can find it relatively easily. And turning off the North Furrow, which is just a road that travels in a relatively straight line, but it moves with the landscape. There's a little sign, Hill Farm. You recognize it immediately. There's a weird moment of recognizing it from your picked up memories, so it's not your memories so much as you remembering that you had memories of it, if that makes sense. There's a weird deja vu almost to that as you see it. If you walk up the path, it's a good 5-10 minute walk down this basically dirt track between a couple of different fields. The fields look like they are still being tended and looked after, but seem to run a little fallow. Heading to a farmhouse, It's a very standard, basic farmhouse. We're talking probably only like 3 or 4 rooms inside. It's not got stories or floors or anything like that. Peering in, an elderly couple, we're talking probably in their 80s at this point, both human, looks like they're just having a cup of tea and talking to each other. They both look tired. It's mid-afternoon at this point. But there's a ruggedness to them and a hardiness to them that seems to... They don't look like they're suffering. This is their life, and they seem very comfortable and happy in it. There's smiles over the teacups, and you can't hear what they're saying, but it appears they are enjoying their lives.
Ava, I don't think we should have come.
Why not?
I mean, they've clearly found peace with everything that's happened. And if I'm being honest, I'm not the same girl that died. I'm not their Jessie anymore. Would this just bring more pain than good?
I've been thinking about that on the road. And I haven't known whether to suggest it because it's just a guess. And I don't want to suggest something and raise hope and then it not work and it be worse. Orcus is sort of Lord of Undeath. If anyone can undo what happened to you, we're maybe holding it.
See, that's the thing though. Although this could be physically undone, potentially, emotionally and mentally, I'm never going to be the same as I was. I can't change that, and I wouldn't anyway.
I suppose the question you have to work out then is, would they want you anyway?
Honestly, it might give them a heart attack.
We could be gentle.
I've got a compromise. Can you give them a message for me?
Of course.
Can you tell them that I'm okay? And they did everything they could.
If they realize you're alive and they ask to see you, what do you want me to do?
Burning the house down would probably be a step too far.
Not do that. I was thinking more of warning them that you were very different, and if they still wanted to see you, bringing them to you was sort of more what I was thinking and less of the burning.
Yes. Warn them that I'm changed both inside and out. And then if they still want to see me, then I'm prepared for that.
I'm just going to check, though, once before I will do whatever you want. But are you sure this is what you want and not just something you feel you ought to do?
Little column A, little column B.
Okay.
I feel like it's something I'm supposed to do, and maybe it will help.
Why don't you, that nice tree we passed half a mile down the road, why don't you wait there and I'll be back with or without.
Okay.
Once Ephemera is out of sight, Ava will go and knock on the door.
A 80-year-old man opens the door. Hello there, can I help you?
Hi, I have some news that will be a little bit of a shock.
Okay.
Could I come in? I know I'm not local.
Would you be alright giving us a bit of an idea of what you're talking about before we let you into our home?
It's about Jessie.
Listen,
My name is Ava.
Oh, Ava. Our Jessie died a long time ago, and we've come to terms with that. I don't know what you think you know, but We know our girl. Okay? I don't know what you could possibly add to that.
I have a message from her.
How could you have a message from her?
She died. She came back.
He's joined at the door by a later woman. What do you mean she came back?
There has been, as you know, some trouble down in Goldenfields.
Has there? We don't really keep up with that sort of thing.
Yes. There has been some trouble in Goldenfields, some strong, strange magic, some bad. The bad has been dealt with, but one strange but glorious side effect is that it brought Jessie back. She said to say that she's all right and that she knows you did everything you could.
Brought back? Is she alive?
That's a complicated question. She is living. She is herself. She has changed, as any of these experiences would change a person. But she knows you and she loves you, and she is the best person I've ever met.
That sounds like our Jessie. Okay, guess we'll come with you then. Take my my club here, just in case, you understand.
You don't need that.
I'm gonna take it anyway, but
Okay, she'll understand. But she made me promise that you'd understand. She has changed inside and out. She is still your daughter, but she's grown up. And she's lived through a lot.
she'd have to. It's been a long time.
Just,
A long time.
I know it's your grief and I have no right to intrude on it, but you have to promise me that if you're going to reject her, just don't come.
Why don't I stay back here? And the older lady will go back inside the house. I'll just stay back here. Just you find out what's happening, Tom, and you bring her back if that's right. Where you are. Okay. Are you a magic person as well?
Yeah,
Never had any
not
truck-
quite as cool as Jessie, though.
Never had any truck on magic myself.
You might have to change that opinion when you can see what Jessie can do.
Okay. Together you walk over towards the tree, and Ephemera, are you just standing there? What are you doing?
No, as you approach, I'm actually making symbols around the tree and preparing to cast plant growth over 8 hours to enrich all the land.
Ava will walk up with your father, who will see you.
I take off my hat for the first time in this entire campaign.
Your scalp comes now. You've not aged a day.
Which is funny considering that it's been 10 years.
Are you? What are you?
You know, I'm not really sure. All I know is I died. It was a sacrifice. And then 6 months ago, I woke up. I was in the ground. My mouth was sewn shut for some reason. And then I found Ava. And I found my way here looking for my memories, and I found them. But you should know I'm not Jessie anymore.
You don't even sound like Jessie. What? Are you still Jessie? Are you what name do you use?
I was Jessie once. Now I'm Ephemera.
Great, Ephemera. Hello, I'm Tom.
Hi. Should I call you Tom or should I call you Father?
Don't know. Would you like a cup of tea?
I'm afraid I can't eat or drink, but I can hold it and look appreciative.
Imperial would like that. Okay. I look forward to getting to know you, Ephemera.
And are you, Father? Now I'm just going to enrich the land because I see that business isn't going too well, and this should help.
I think you'll find it's going fine. And then you can just imagine the conversation that comes out of that. No, it's all going fine. Shut up.
I'll come in when I'm done.
You can meet your parents for the first time and they can get to know Ephemera, who is not the same person.
But at the end of the 8 hours, I'm disappearing.
They won't expect anything of you in terms of staying, in terms of being part of their lives. They are just pleased to have met you, slightly confused about who or what you are, but recognize that part of you is Jessie, even if you aren't Jessie, and that's enough. It's more than enough, and they're pleased to have had the time they had. That seems like a lovely image to end on, folks.
Absolutely.
Oh, bit early, I think, but doing all right for time.
Very, very beautiful.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You are all marvelous people. And thank you, audience, for watching. Reaping of Goldenfields, that's it. That's all she wrote. We'll be back, obviously. More shows. We're doing Christmas one-shots at the moment. There will be a one-shot in this slot next week. We've already had one last week, our lovely Panto one-shot, which lovely Sean Smith DM'd. And this week, I believe, tomorrow is Ancient Antics, isn't it, Em?
Ancient Antics.
Bit of a Arthurian style-y Christmas story, isn't it?
Well, it's like the bit before. Well. Well.
Either way,
A lot of stuff going on.
Christmas one-shots. Then next week,
it's very hard to describe Ancient Antics.
Yeah.
It sounds really boring.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. It sounds great.
No, well, I can only give you half of the brief, unfortunately. The boring half.
And then next week we've got Liz's DMing Have Yourself a Merry Little Krampus, which is a sort of fun Christmas take again, which I'm playing in. Yay! As well as along with other amazing people I'm just excited to play. And then I'm DMing on Tuesday, but that will all be just after Christmas now. Yes, I know. We're not doing talk-togethers over the Christmas break because they would fall on the 24th and the 31st, which seems dumb. So we're not going to do that. We'll have new shows starting in January, and we'll have new talk-togethers from the first week of January as well. Stay tuned for more information. It'll all be on Patreon and then on social media. Massive thank you to the wonderful players. My God, what a campaign. Beautifully done, everybody. It was gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/AllTogetherRPG. You can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/AllTogetherRPG. There's also podcast versions of all our shows available. Just search your favourite podcast provider for AllTogetherRPG. Massive thank you, our D20 Club on Patreon. You're all wonderful, marvellous, excellent people. Without you, we couldn't do this, and thank you so much for being part of it and for making all the extra content and just being the lovely people that you are.
Wonderful.
A big thank you also to our sponsors, Hero Forge, Ultra Pro, Elderwood Academy, and our supporters, D&D Beyond, Elder Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Warriors of Waterdeep, and Level Up Dice. join us on the socials. Otherwise, I think that's it from us. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. See you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.